There we go. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Want to see how I like this light? I think I kind of like less light as I do this. I mean, you don't really have an issue seeing me, you know. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Dawson, good to see you in the chat. Cast a spell, good to see you in the chat. Analia, good morning. Glad my regulars can make it back around through. I'm your host, Aries Bookman. If it's a Monday morning, you already know what the forecast is going to be. It's a shitstorm. Today, I'm going to approach. There's the word I wanted. Today, I'm going to approach a topic that I knew I wanted to say something, but I wasn't sure what it was. Let me turn I'm loud as hell in my microphone. Killing me. I can hear all my breathing and shit. Fuck you talking about? Okay. It's a real nigga in here. Why? What you talking about? You must be talking about me. Fucking me. It's a real nigga in here. Boy walked into the tall grass, found a real nigga. Hell yeah. Okay, no, I'm sorry. Got me talking shit. Today I want to approach a subject that I've been wanting to approach for a while, but I wasn't sure how I was going to approach it. In fact, I have at least another 2 subjects that I thought I knew how I wanted to approach it, but as it came closer, I realized I wasn't sure. Not because I don't have the things I want to say, but it's not about me and what I want to say, and that's something I'm grasping here. You'd be surprised, man. I'm learning all kind of shit about this nigga, man. Fuck you, mean. Malik, good to see you in the chat. Welcome to the show. Yeah. Rashad Jamal. You can see it in the title. It should be on the scroll bar down here, actually. Flip. There we go. Rashad Jamal. I want to talk about Rashad Jamal. No. Then see, this is the thing. It's not that I want to talk about Rashad Jamal. Rashad Jamal is going to be an example of what I want to talk about today, okay? Because my inclination is to just dance, just slay, just do something awful where a motherfucker will never recover and I can laugh and I can float away into the sky. That's not as effective as I would like it to be. Effective in the sense that some motherfuckers want to learn. Talk about the shit I've been dealing with. Alive, you want to talk about the shit you've been dealing with, you get a console. I'm telling you, bro. Look, the pride shit, bro. Bro, I've been talking about the pride shit. And look, you find it in here, because I'm going to talk about the nihilistic narcissism. See, that's what you've been dealing with. And see, this is how I came to how I want to try and approach this today. Because I'm going to fuck around and find out, too. Watch me do it. It's the nihilistic narcissism. I want to point out the thing that's causing you all the stress, the thing that's causing you all the pressure, and I want to show you the results of what it looks like. Okay, what it looks like when you don't. Because I found that I have 2 kinds of clients, and you always hear somebody say that there's 2 kinds of there's 2 in the world, there's 2. Yeah, I know, I just did it. It's very cliche. I probably have egg on my face too, but so what? Fuck it. I usually see myself with 2 types of clients. There's probably a mystical third one, to be completely fair, but I've never met. 2 types of clients. There are the type of clients who are too cautious. Okay, that's my first class of clients. They don't say much. Even if they've been doing research for a while, they're not. It's not even that they're not prideful, and it's not even that they're humble, because they're neither. Both of these sets of clients are neither, even though they will purport to be. It's not. It's that they're too cautious. They study long, study wrong is the thing. They spend so much of their time planning what they're going to do, they don't get around to doing it. Or they do the thing where they don't necessarily know, but they become so comfortable living in this place where, oh, well, I kind of know, where they don't feel any urgency. So they just sit there. They're too cautious, okay? And then there's the other kind of client. These clients are not cautious enough, okay? They run, they feel great. They run out of Christianity, they feel great. They hit this new thing. Now they ready to teach. They ready to teach, boy. And they out, they telling you this, they telling you that, you know, they ready to spit the shit another nigga said so they can feel good and show niggas how they are, you know, wake niggas up. That's the other kind of client. Either they're not cautious enough or they're too cautious, okay? I would wager that most of you are in the not cautious enough, okay? But see, this is the point. Too cautious and not cautious enough are going to end up in the same place. Okay, so that's why it doesn't matter which one you are. But I'm going to speak to you because you'll listen. Not cautious enough won't listen. Not cautious enough is feeling too good and confident to listen. Now, if like listening would be a waste of time. Look, I don't know who Rashad Jamal is. I take that back. I looked him up. And yeah, see, at first I didn't really know who he was. I saw a thing or two, and I'm like, man, I might have to save this for a show or later. This is funny. I gotta listen to this again. I didn't really think niggas was serious about that. Then I had live with Destructive Shaman, and at the mention of Rashad Jamal, they already had some backstory, and I was like, hold on, there's backstory? Like, there's a drama going on? Like, this is a whole, okay. So niggas actually give a fuck about this. You know, it's not to say whether or not the motherfucker's right or wrong, whether or not you right or wrong for listening. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is getting into the metaphysics shit is. Because once again, motherfuckers will say metaphysics and they're not talking metaphysics. They're talking, oh my God, they're talking pseudoscience gibberish. But it's just, again, I dug into Jamal a little bit. And once again, this isn't some, well, not once again, because I didn't say it yet, asshole. This isn't some deep dive expose, Rashad Jamal exposed. Not doing that. Not doing that. I'm also going to try to avoid making this a reaction video because I don't want to give the impression that I'm not giving whatever it is he had to say. And remind you, this is a TikTok age, so, you know, most of all this shit I got off of Instagram. I did that because if I went on YouTube and found hours and hours and hours and hours, I would have dug through the hours and hours and hours. And the thing is, my point isn't Rashad Jamal. My point isn't Rashad Jamal. He is the example. My point is the argument. My point is the details, the subtlety, what's behind what's said. Because real shit, hold on. Real niggas do real things. This is real shit. Real niggas do real things. Hold on. I gotta give you what you came for. Give me a few minutes here. Seconds, bro. Like 45 actually. I couldn't deprive you. I know. Niggas are sitting there like, man, bro, where the intro at? Something is missing. Something is missing, bro. I know. I got you. It's real nigga shit. All right. Look, Rashad Jamal is not the point, okay? He's an example. He's a salient example, okay? And like, look, because you can just look him up. If you really don't know, you can just look it up. Most of the niggas who would be in my audience, they have some idea of who it is. But if you don't, it's easy to look up. It's not even somebody you got to deep dive. You know, he's one of these people who other people have taken clips of what he said and condensed it. You know, and I had to recognize that as I watch, because I don't think I dislike the dude. Real shit. I don't think I dislike the dude. I don't agree with a lot of stuff he says. There's plenty of things I do agree with, and I wanna bounce back and forth between them because I want to highlight the argument. I want to highlight what's being talked about, okay? Because I don't just offer consultations, bro. I am a consultant. Like, this is what I do. Okay? I'm not mentioning these things as a slight or a diss, and I know I'm a dick. I know I'm a dick, so it'll come off that way. Okay? It's not my intention. It's not where I'm going. Where I'm going is I want you to be able to see it. All right? I want you to not see it in Rashad, see it in you. Okay? That's what I'm aiming for. I want you to see where you're doing the same thing. I want you to hear an argument that maybe you might have thought, wonder what that is, and never really thought further than that. And so we can start thinking about that. Remember, think about how you're thinking. That's the point here. It's not some activation of some piece of fucking meat. God damn it. All right. So I want to get into this. And where I want to start is some respect. Because I fuck with the dude, man. I think I fuck with the dude. Like, if he's like a person I knew, I don't think I'd be mad at him. So yeah. Here, I'll start with this one. I already have it lined up.
You think I'm saying the word nigga to degrade my people? I say the word nigga because y'all taught my people that. Y'all programmed them with that name. So if I say, hey, God, they don't even gonna turn their motherfucking head. They don't know their name. So I'ma say nigga to make sure they know I'm talking to them. And I'ma still say God and God so the ones that's vibrating high can know I'm talking to them.
It's Ricardo.
And to the human beings that's vibrating high, they understand what I'm doing. I gotta wake my people up so that they can even see that your ass ain't the enemy and that it's other white people that's the enemy. I'm here to help the collective consciousness. I'm only pushing peace. But I'm willing to war about that peace. I'm willing to die for my peace. For me, my family, I'm talking my cosmic family. That's every single black person on the motherfucking planet. And Latino person. First, then my animals, the ants, the bees, the wasp, the elephants, the alligators, nigga, the snakes. Then it's nature. You think I'm saying the word nigga to degrade my
Like I said, man, I fuck with the dude's vibe, bro. I fuck with his energy. Because this like I was telling you, most of the clients, most of the people who would be in my audience, you're too cautious. I'm not telling you to become Rashad Jamal. I'm speaking about you as a person. Because man, you want to be something different, you got to do something different, bro. Here's a good way to say it. I wrote this down yesterday. You got to change if you want change. You got to change if you want change. And it's easy to assume that the parts of yourself, the habits you have that you don't feel are messing you up. You know, it's easy to hold on to those and evolve them into some new thing. And a lot of times it's coping mechanisms. You're too cautious. You don't want that work. You don't want that work. You're not ready for it. You don't have a reason you do things. Now, me personally, I may not have the same reason as Rashad, okay? But I can respect that he moves based on his reason, okay? I would just suggest, I would suggest it becoming a little more clear, but this is part of what happens. This is part of what I want to talk about, is everyone's been pushing this individualist, well, not even simply push, they run to it these days. This individualism, this individualized mindset. This is part of where this idea that everybody's right comes from, okay? Different ways to try and justify what you want to believe. This is nihilistic narcissism. We don't have the old metaphysical presuppositions. Not to say you still need to believe that, but you still need the function those things served. Okay, you run from Christianity, you get out of religion, and I get it. It's traumatic. You don't want to do it no more. But that doesn't mean it's the thing. Okay, that doesn't mean you throw the baby out with the bathwater. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, it had utility. It gave you metaphysical presuppositions, and when you don't realize that, you'll start coming up with things like these. Okay, with some of the stuff that he says that I'm gonna start exploring right now. Okay, and once again, I want to give you the opportunity to hear the shit, so it don't seem like I'm trying to make him sound crazy. Let's go. Let's go.
You know why we used to walk in that jungle and that snake would listen and that lion would talk to us? Because we wasn't eating them goddamn animals. So they respected you. They understood that you understood them. But when you eat meat, take your ass out there in the jungle all you want to. That lion gonna fuck you up. You know why? Because he know that you just like his true enemy that hunts him down and chops his head off and puts it on it in his living room. He senses that in you. And other animals do too. And this is why you can't connect to them. Because you're eating them. You can talk and communicate with the animals. And they will do whatever you say.
Now, you already know me. This nigga says you can communicate with the animals, and the only reason you can't is because you eat them and they know you do. I think that's ridiculous. I personally think that's ridiculous. But this is the thing, okay? Because I want to bring it back to the underlying problem. Rashad Jamal and conclusions like this are a symptom of the underlying problem. All right, and the underlying problem is motherfuckers don't communicate about this shit. They can get into a group, and they say, yeah, check facts and fire, and nobody goes back and forth. See, you need that back and forth to temper your ideas. Nobody has ideas in a vacuum, and that's what's happening here. People get ideas in a vacuum. They do this thing where they don't know how to trust the information around them. They don't know how to trust the sources, the authority, and that's part of our biology, our history. We've been doing it for thousands of years. You trust the community you live in to give you the appropriate information, and you build on it, and the civilization grows. Each generation does that. We stand on the shoulders of giants, okay? But what happens when you don't have those giants, or you can't recognize those giants? What you do, because you need them, you're going to feel the emptiness. You're going to feel the hole where it left, something you miss. And so you start to fill it with whatever you can. And especially when we're in a place where nobody's questioning anybody, you get closer and closer to the just your own bullshit. Closer and closer to just your own bullshit, because you can't find meaning in anything in the world. This is the nihilistic part of the nihilistic narcissism, okay? It's not narcissism because, oh, haha, look at that guy, they're a narcissist. It's narcissism because after the effects of that nihilism, where you either strip the meaning of the world around you to try and parade it as what you'd like it to be, when you strip the meaning of the world around you, the only thing left is you. But what is you? And that's what I want to keep bringing this back today, okay? Because Rashad Jamal is not a left-hand path occultist, and I have no intention of holding him to the standard of a left-hand path occultist. Not at all. And see, I want to highlight that as well, because this is why I'm saying it doesn't matter whether or not he's right or wrong. It's about, what are you talking about? What is the argument? What are the details of this, okay? Because a lot of people, and you think you can just kind of sit on the sidelines and pick up a little information here and there and you're going to get it. And whenever your life kind of gets less chaotic, and then you'll get in here and you'll start to learn it for real, which is dumb as fuck. This is why I don't like the cautious people. See, Rashad Jamal, a person like him, he probably wouldn't do that. He'd get in there, he'd fuck around and find out. And that's what like I said, I fuck with the dude's vibe. I just don't agree with his premises or the conclusions he's come to. And that's why I'm going to talk about the premises and the conclusions he's come to so that you can understand what I'm saying, okay? But yeah, man, waiting until your life is in the right place to get this work going is like waiting until you're healed to go to the hospital. Oh man, I got this back pain. Just so that shit clear up, I'm gonna take my ass to the chiropractor, but that's dumb. That's dumb. Like, I get you. And see, this is the thing. Most of you motherfuckers who are so cautious, you're doing that because you're trying to avoid looking dumb. It's like you're trying to go to the hospital and avoid looking sick. No, bruh. No, bruh. You're sick. This is why you're here. And it's not a bad thing that you're sick. The shit happens. The shit happens. See, look, motherfuckers who believe the shit he's gonna be talking about, and that shit too, there's a sickness. When I say nihilistic narcissism, this is the sickness I'm talking about. And I don't want you to look and say, ha ha, look at him. I say, look at you. How are you the same? Not that you've come to the same conclusions. How do you do the same thing? Okay? Because look, you know on its face that making yourself vegetarian doesn't give you some closer relationship to animals around you. You know, I was having a consultation with a guy last night. And even he, you know, we were laughing about it. You know, you get to this place where, you know, spirituality is not harming anything. Do no harm. Some motherfuckers add that shit to the end of do as thou wilt should be the whole of the law. The whole of the law, period, nigga. Ain't no do no harm, but motherfuckers will get into the do no harm shit, right? Look, okay, I'll stop hurting animals. I'll stop hurting the plants. You know, I ain't gonna hurt the crystals. Don't even dig in the earth. Matter of fact, where do you stop? Because I don't think you stop there. I'm hurting all this bacteria as I move around. Oh shit, I just gotta be still. Drink the morning dew and maybe eat a dead leaf if there's nothing living on it or with it. Come on now, man, where you stop that? Where you stop that? And you know why you don't know how to stop that? Because what is you? That's why you end up in that infinite regress, because there's no you to hold on to. Now see, I'm sorry, man. Motherfuckers was saying shit. I didn't even look. I'm sorry. Rashad high key be wildin' on God. New Age, is he? I don't know what the MZY is, but it's a lot of New Age stuff in it. And see, he's making the same mistakes that other people are making. See, my whole audience is making the same mistake, but you do it in different ways. And it's hard to see because no one leaves their safety echo chamber circle jerk. No one leaves that. You're in your little group where everybody agrees. Hey, check fire fact. Great job, homie. Good job. We're tapping in, bro. Get that nigga some fire. No, that doesn't make what you're saying more true. See, people are looking for truth. Truth is a metaphysical question. I would say truth is a metaphysical question. I'd say it's a metaphysical question, but motherfuckers ain't into the philosophy. They're trying to find a new objective way the world works. Here, let me get into another one, bro. Let me get into another one. Hold on. Melissa, I'm being exposed today. Good. Get exposed a little bit. It'll be all right. It'll be all right, bro. I'm telling you. He got a lecture regarding birds as cameras. See, man, birds ain't real. Birds ain't real. I love that shit, and I think that's a pertinent idea. If you've never heard of it, look it up. Birds aren't real. Okay? I love doing that shit every Thanksgiving when they get into turkey and shit. I just hit niggas with it. Birds ain't real. Birds ain't real. Do you actually think I think birds aren't real? Really, like if any nigga who listened to me just say that, be a little excited about it, and thought, yeah, man, he kind of right. You're an idiot. Not because something's wrong with you, but because you're not even thinking, dude. It's a joke. It's completely satirical. We know birds are real. There's so many ways you know birds are real. You have to be able to take that seed of doubt and know how to deal with it. Know how to work out the analysis. As opposed to just kind of putting it in the sea of feelings. I don't know. Do I know? How do I feel about that? Do I agree? Nah. I'm telling you. Oh my God, birds aren't real. Look it up. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. And if you was a motherfucker who don't do no research, who just listen and just like, damn, you gonna think birds aren't real. Because you don't know how to connect to what reality is, because we've lost our metaphysical presupposition. So anybody can say anything, and as long as niggas is clapping and jerking you off, you gonna get them likes, bro. You gonna get them likes. Untethered from the heavens, exactly. It's the result of being untethered from the heavens. And it's a very common thing. Like some people are doing it with spirituality. Other people are doing it with trans stuff. Same underlying problem. You don't know how to grasp and contend with reality because you don't feel as though you fit to it. The world is absurd and you just don't fit into it. That's your feeling, isn't it? It's rampant today. Oh, the world is crazy. The world is absurd. Everything out there is da-da-da-da. These people out here are da-da-da-da-da. And it's you at the end of the day that's just kind of, well, it's not that everybody should follow me, but head ass nigga. No, I'm humble. I'm just like everybody else. As you secretly look down the end of your nose at another nigga. See, I got a long nose. I know when I used to look down the end of my nose. Bro, chill. I know you was doing it. Look at those Christians. If they only knew the truth. Fuck out of here. Y'all niggas is dumb. But I get it, because I've been there. So I'm not saying I'm not a dumb nigga too. Niggas do dumb shit, but you gotta be able to recognize it, man. Dawson, but he says it with his chest though. Exactly. Yeah, exactly, bro. He said the shit with his chest. And you know, when you're looking for a motherfucker who might be a little more intelligent, you might know where to go, and you don't know where to go, especially if you don't want to look at yourself and say, hey, bro, I don't know where to go. The nigga saying it with his chest. And you see, these niggas got their shirts off and stuff, man. Look, they ain't got no chest hair. They be killing me. How grown ass men ain't got chest hair? I don't know. It's out there, though. It's out there. There'll be a lot of these little hairless, chested guys in the sun, no shirt. And for some people, it gives that salient feeling that this guy is on something different. I mean, real shit, bro. If I worked out like that, I'd probably put my chest out too. Nigga. Yeah, I'm hitting some push-ups. Watch me do it. Fuck you talking about? The aliens are coming. Oh my God, the aliens are back. Hey, look, we gonna get into it today. And look, see, I don't want this to be about Rashad. He's just the example. This is about the thing that's infecting people at large today. The result of being untethered from the heavens, just like Castor said. The result of not knowing anymore, not having that idea anymore. Here, we're gonna listen to this one. Because I know niggas love this one.
A lot of y'all ain't got y'all real parents out there don't even know it. Real, especially if you woke. Alright. You think this shit a joke. You wonder why your ass the black sheep of the family. You wonder why you really the black sheep of your family, nigga. Fuck you mean. As soon as you was born, nigga, your dark matter energy levels too high, nigga. They up, remove your ass from your parents, put you around a whole bunch of new parents who are really agents, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling y'all government facts, nigga, that's gonna break y'all heart out there, nigga. A lot of y'all ain't even with y'all families, nigga. Ain't never seen your family the pussy you did come out of, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I told you, be prepared to exit Earth and into reality here, man. And see, that's the shit they don't want y'all to hear. See, they know. And then now they got a lot of y'all ass thinking like, God damn, I was mistreated. I always was treated like the outcast. I was always the black sheep of the family. Yeah, government replaced your real family and put your ass around a bunch of agents. And you don't know it because you was a baby coming fresh out. You don't remember the shit.
Okay, cool. Look, bro, I got a few little things, man. This is the pattern he's using here. And when I say he's using, I don't mean as in this is at the forefront of his mind. This is what he's thinking. Ha 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 ha. No, he's repeating what the people he's learned from has done, and he's using his own thing. Okay, so it's not that it's malicious. This is why it affects you the way it does. Okay, it's the black sheep salience. Right, we've talked about salience, how we make something salient, like if you see it, or if you see it a couple times, like commercials. Okay, you become familiar with it. It makes it familiar, graspable. And in this day and age, when people have no idea what things mean, especially because they're not examining what is you, that's where you find the answers. I'm so serious. Because they don't have the idea of what things mean, almost anything that's salient, they're gonna grab it. They're gonna grab it. And so you start telling people, hey, I know you're the black sheep. You different. You ain't the same as everybody else. Who wants to deny that? Because you're living in a world where you think everything is absurd, but you're the only one who seems to be rational or sane or get anything. It's the black sheep salience. People want to feel that. Hey, they is doing it. The government. You see stuff like this, because you don't understand reality at large, you map yourself onto what little you know. This is why people have made the government this big part of this big cosmic narrative. The government, agents, this is the thing. See, this is an example. They haven't changed how they think. They've only changed what they think. Because remember, you a Christian, the devil and demons, they all around. You don't know when they coming out. Ain't that why you got mad at Christianity? Man, that was a lie. That's crazy. They're trying to fearmonger me. Okay, now it's the government, reptilian aliens, agents, your whole family, bro? Your whole family agents because you feel like you should be considered a little more special? You've taken what could be so simple and made it more convoluted. And that's what happens. You run from Christianity so hard, and you don't realize how much you're craving, starving for some way to fit yourself to reality. See, y'all who are too cautious, you're afraid to make mistakes. You're afraid to be out here looking like Rashad and then having a nigga like me have something to say. Let me have something to say. Bro, you just had something to say. And I get it. You want to listen. You want to figure things out before you figure it out. Okay, then don't talk in public. Talk to somebody. All right? Get somebody who's going to challenge what you're saying. Because that's part of the reason I even started speaking to begin with. Because after I exhausted everything I could think of on how to challenge my own shit. Any argument you had about what I said, I probably told myself the same thing 10 different times. Not because I'm better than you. Because this is what I do. And this is what I'm telling you you want to do. You want to start challenging yourself, so you need to talk to somebody. Even, don't talk, fuck me. Don't talk to me. Okay, cool. I don't like Aries. He getting up under my skin, bro. Okay, why you got so much air up under your skin? Head ass nigga, fuck y'all niggas, whatever, man. I'm going to the next one. Not to get mad. I'm sorry. I didn't even look at that. Okay, not over there. Okay, cool. Yeah, dark matter. You see, you want to understand the world around you. I get it. You want to understand the world around you, and it feels like you've been lied to. It feels like everyone's been lied to. Hell, I'll even go beyond saying it feels like it, and it's true. Everyone you know has been lied to, including you. What is that? This is the argument that is. Agents are everywhere. The devil is everywhere. You're not safe anywhere. Everything is a threat. That's the metaphysical presupposition you're picking up. It's the same thing you did with Christianity, dude, but it's with new words. It's with a new idea, and quite frankly, it's more convoluted and constricting than Christianity was, but most people won't realize it because they don't want to feel that feeling of wrong again. When you sitting up in that church, maybe you even knew something was different. You knew something was off, but you couldn't put your finger on it. And then you realize how wrong all that shit is, and so you run. Because you don't want to have to associate your idea of yourself with a nigga with that. That's wrong. That's that wrong. I've been there. I want niggas to get that. Even if you look at Rashad Jamal like I do and say, oh my God, this is ridiculous. Because I'm not talking about him, I'm talking about the argument. You know, I think what he's doing is really typical. It's par for the course. Most of the niggas who would laugh and say he's ridiculous, because there's a lot of niggas who wouldn't say that, who'd say check fire facts the whole way, have a whole page full of Rashad Jamal. So I'm thinking, hey, any nigga who would sit there and try and be like, hey, I'm on Eric's team. Look at, I'm laughing too. No, nigga, I would look at him and I'd see the same thing. And that's part of the reason I'm doing this, is because a lot of people in the audience could look at him and look at me and see the same thing. And I can't be mad at that. I am a little mad about it, but I can't be mad about it because that's my fault. If that's the case, that's my fault. It's not your fault. It's not his fault. It's my fault. Hey, don't mind it at all, bro. I'll take the shit. Emily, I bet you're too cautious, bro. See, I be telling y'all, man, take L's. Get out here, fuck around and find out. But hey, oh, that's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna throw this out here for you. Dark matter, guys. Dark matter and dark energy. I see, this is why I wish people would actually look into the science of the stuff. Like, you'll take dark matter and dark energy, but then in the same breath, tell me that all the scientists are lying. You'll take melanin, dark energy, dark matter because it feels good, because it's salient, because you heard Bobby Hemmett say it in lectures that are over 20 years old. You ain't even read none of the stuff. You ain't even read none of the stuff. What about the books on melanin? Have you read any of them? How about the research? Nah, man, that's lies, that's Asians, that's the government. How you know it's not the government that, hey, bro, call that shit dark energy. Watch the niggas pick it up. But sir, we don't actually know what it is. The word is a placeholder for the fact that we don't know. Shut up! Tell them niggas it's dark energy. They gonna eat it up. How you know that ain't the op too? This is what I'm saying. Do the research. Dark energy and dark matter are placeholders for ideas and concepts they don't understand. I've told you, for the last 40 years, quite publicly, physicists have known space-time is not fundamental. Space-time is not fundamental. Dark matter, dark energy are placeholders for ideas from when perceiving through space-time, you're finding measurements that don't correlate with the rest of space-time. And it's not some spooky thing you gotta activate. And you can say, okay, well, niggas, you don't really know that. Okay, cool, but to what degree could you know it? You don't. You know, anyone can say, upholstery, seat upholstery. You know, them niggas who do furniture been talking about seat upholstery. And really what you don't understand is that's the key. That's the way you activate it. Okay, cool. See, I have just as much space to say whatever the hell I want to. Why is it mine? Why is it what I'm saying is equally true? So you make the same mistake you made with Christianity, is that you grab and hold on to only what's salient and you don't question the thing you held on to because you're so tired of swimming for your life. Well, he says, I'm definitely too cautious. Yeah. You got to get out here and fuck around and be wrong. Be wrong about the shit. Be wrong. The precursor to knowledge is ignorance. Before you know, you got to not know. And if you don't have any space in yourself to understand when you don't know, that's what's going to cause what we're seeing here. And that's what I'm trying to instill in you. I'm not telling you to do what I do. I'm not telling you to do what I want you to be. I want you to be out my face for the most part, nigga. I'm trying to chill. What I'm telling you is how to begin to foster your own discernment. Where to look, not the new thing you need to go learn, because there ain't no new thing you need to go learn. You need to unlearn how you learn. How you learn. See, this is what I'm saying. It's about how you think and not what you think. So it's not about changing the what you think. Really, it ain't Jesus. It's dark matter. And as soon as you tap into your dark matter, everything gonna change and 5D just unfolds. they invoke so many different ideas, and because there's no check, they just keep saying everything. They just keep saying whatever they want. And when I say they, I mean you. Oh, you thought I wasn't talking about you. If you thought for a second I'm not talking about you, I guarantee you I am. I guarantee you. Here, look. And this one's got a little bit of length. A little bit of length. But this is a perfect example of changing what you think and not how you think. Okay?
Here's why the elites like to get people to sell their soul. Like when you sell your soul, you ain't transcending. So they either take your soul and put it in artificial intelligence, or they will lock you up in Hades, on the realm of Hades, until they can reuse your soul again, or till they want to use it at a later date, because you signed it away. Now the 9th realm of Atlantis is called Hades. All right, that's the very last realm, and it's the home of the fallen gods and the lost souls. All right, so Hades is where a lot of your most powerful principalities reside at. A lot of your fallen gods that are on the planet, they are in Hades. Satan himself, Zeus himself, resides, because he ain't in the 6th universe no more. I told people who've been watching me, Zeus came back, what we would call maybe 3 years ago, for this war right now. He's residing right at the bottom in Hades. And that's also where lost souls go. This shit real, y'all. This shit very deep. Ain't no hell, but it's definitely a Hades. You know, it ain't full of fire or none of that shit. Ain't nothing but lost souls and very powerful fallen gods.
You ever notice how some of these niggas will tell you that what they're saying is deep? I think that's funny. I think that's funny. Dawson said, my problem is I will research the shit a lecturer will say, but then I can't prove or disprove the thing they're discussing. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. You don't know how to grasp the meaning or what's real. You know, because you can listen to any people's argument, and the most people usually do is listen to see whether or not they agree or disagree. But when you look under the surface and check your own machinery, you got to realize, hey, I don't know how to determine what is a thing and isn't. I don't necessarily know where the lines of reality are drawn aside from how I feel, and that's the nihilistic narcissism. Because once again, it's not because, hey, look at you, you're a narcissist. It's more a result of the nihilism. All right, the nihilism. Once you're untethered from the heavens, once your metaphysical presuppositions that inform you about how you connect to reality at large, once you no longer have those, you first of all, you hunger for them, because it's what fits you into reality. It's what fits you into reality. I don't give a damn if you don't think Jesus was a real Homo sapien that lived on the planet. I don't give a damn. A Christian has metaphysical presuppositions that fit them to the world. That's the point. I don't care what you believe. You have to believe. And you have to honestly believe. And see, that's what I can give the brother. I give him the credit. The nigga really believe the shit he's saying. Now, whether or not it's ridiculous, because this is why I'm saying it's ridiculous, because he's mixing and matching jurisdictions that if he and other people, more especially you, were to actually examine the pieces they're using, you know, begin the process that Dawson said he's doing, where he's looking and he's like, I don't know how to tell. That's the first step to figuring out how to tell. That step, I don't know. Not the, I feel this, I resonate with this gonna be the one. Hey guys, what do you check? Fire, facts, I resonate, y'all resonate? What the fuck, man? And see, look, it's not because you can't resonate with a thing. It's that to the degree to which you can, or even know what you're gonna resonate with, all of that has to filter through you. You. What is you? All of that, whatever the fuck the answer is, that intuition has to filter through it. And so by the time it gets to you, what is you? By the time it gets to you, it's covered in all your bullshit, your own bullshit. And that's all you're gonna be left with if you don't get out here and figure out what do these things mean. If a nigga saying dark energy, dark matter, look that shit up for the next few hours. Listen to a bunch of different people. See, this is the age of information. So you have all this shit at your fingertips. But see, the age of information ain't just about information. Expertise is what comes along with the age of information. Expertise, competence. Expertise and competence. And you don't get that just with your chest out. I don't care how many push-ups you've done. I don't care how smooth it is with no hair. I don't care if you're standing in the sun with your melanin. It don't make the difference. It don't make the difference. At least not in terms of the spiritual stuff, bro. Like he invoked some shit like sell your soul. You gotta have a good idea what soul is before to be able to invoke the idea that not only could you sell it, but it's something that isn't already you. Like, that's the thing I be saying. A soul isn't something you have. It's something you are. That's completely different. It's not something you have. It's something you are. A soul is not something in the physical realm. And see, most people don't have any distinction between physical and non-physical. And granted, in our past, we've never had to, because of how we set up our metaphysical presuppositions. We never had to make that distinction. Now, after the whole, because once again, we're swimming in Western thought, in the Western world, in the results of the Western world, okay? Most people don't realize they're looking at a lot of this through the lens of Western occultism, which isn't to say whether or not it's good or bad. It's that it's a thing and has an effect, okay? And so I guess you can call it a secular movement, but the movement away from examining the world through the eyes of what was the church, okay? You're still using it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Just because you don't know, and a nigga say something, and you're like, that kind of makes sense. Bruh, how do you know it makes sense? You see, you're gonna run into what Dawson did when he actually looked up under the hood, like, hold on, how do I make sense of this? That's the machinery you have to what's the word? That's the machinery, not invoke. That's the machinery you have to it's a different word beside exercise. Fuck. Anyway, that's the machinery you need to be using. The machinery that helps you to make sense, but you have to look at it and understand it. Because as a thing is bound, so it is unbound. The same machinery that we use to make sense of the world is the same machinery that will confuse the fuck out of us about it. And so you have to understand the machinery in order to use it properly. That's why wisdom isn't a thing you just get real quick, no matter how much knowledge you have. Because wisdom, there's a huge component of wisdom that's experiential. It's about experience, which is why wisdom is what so many are hungering for. Wisdom is knowing how to fit yourself to the world. That's what people are looking for. How do I fit myself into the world? See, they think the argument is well, what does this thing mean? What does this thing mean? How do I summon a demon with my Kundalini melanin? How do I ascend with my family if they are spiritual? I don't know anybody that does any of this stuff. So I just been doing it by myself. So I don't really know if I'm right. Okay, well, if you don't know what you're right, if you're right, how do you figure it out? I don't know how to figure out whether or not I'm right or wrong. So this is your underlying machinery. This isn't that you haven't said the right new thing to say. This isn't because you haven't unlocked something. Hell, I say it's more because you're keeping something locked. You don't want to look at how much you the nigga that's the problem. No, you're not the whole problem, and someone else could have done this, and the world has done this, and they just did it. No. Let's say all that shit changed tomorrow. All this whole world, I'm talking about whole world changed tomorrow, except you. You still got to deal with it. See, a nigga would rather change the whole world than that shit, because it's difficult. It's difficult. Fuck you mean? You starting shit Early, I see. Oh, man, hey, man. If it's a Monday morning, you already know the forecast, bro. Get your umbrella. Donnie, good to see you in the chat. Look surprised, man. I wonder if I would make a profit if I sold my soul. What would you sell it for, bro? Really? I think what you sell ain't your soul, it's your integrity. It's you sell your idea of yourself away. Okay, you become something else. You become something subservient to a larger power. Whatever. And when I say larger power, I don't mean something out there. It's how you frame reality. How you frame reality. Boy, shit, oh, my DEA activate, bust out. Hey, your DNA and the DEA activate. Get off them drugs, boy. Get off them drugs. Applied. Applied application. Well, the words applied and application are relative, but application is an aspect of wisdom. All right. Even the applying a thing and failing is part of the wisdom process. Brother, shit. It's so much more than just saying the new hot thing. And that's what a lot of niggas are doing, is saying the new hot thing. All right, so look, check this out. I got some more I want to tell you where I'm just like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? But I also want to sprinkle it in with places where I would agree with a lot of what he's saying. Okay? Now here, check this out. Because this kind of leaves the spiritual realm. But I don't think he's completely right here either. I've listened to some other stuff he says. But the direction is appropriate. You know, this is some of this is, because I'm not saying a nigga's dumb. I don't think y'all are, I think you're dumb, but I don't think you're stupid. Okay? I think you're dumb, but I don't think you're stupid. Okay? And that's my point. Like, I don't think this motherfucker is stupid. That's not what I'm saying. You know, just because you don't have your machinery in tip-top order for ration and reason doesn't mean you're stupid. The result may end up you do dumb things, but we all do dumb things. Okay? So here, I'm gonna throw this in here because it's something I don't disagree with. Not completely. Oh my God. Anyway.
Already proven to y'all that we ain't no African Americans. We know that Africa was named after Scipio Africanus, and that was a white Roman general. And we know that America comes from Amerigo Vespucci, another Caucasian general. Or am I being racist again? Am I being racist when I'm telling you that your real species name is a god? You're not an African American? Or are they being racist by telling you, by naming you after two white people? They're not your ancestors, so why are they naming you after their ancestors? African American.
See, this falls out of the chaos and into the corporeal, which is what I deal with as well. African American. It's an agreement. The two words don't necessarily make sense unless there's a culture in which you use them. Because if you actually examine the words, like he's talking about, it doesn't really make sense in terms of what you would identify yourself as. But where does it make sense? Okay, it makes sense if you want to have a slave. Okay, because slaves they work the best when they can do whatever they want and feel good about it. All right, some way to grasp your place in the world. All right, that's what the idea of that is. And you know, the idea that what you are an African American, it is if you agree, but not inherently. See, I'm not thinking this in some, oh, we all gotta rise up and know and just learn. I mean, that would be nice, it'd be wonderful. It'd probably suck actually, because then I'd have to do a lot more with niggas I don't feel like. Anyways. The more important thing I think is the legal conclusions you can come to that. All right, like let's say if you're not African American and you're the native people of the land, and you know when he's saying your true species is God, okay, I wouldn't say it like that, because that fact is true for everything else, and so it's not so much that he's saying what you are as God, it's that your metaphysical presuppositions, the way you grasp reality and fit yourself to the world, would have had those as presumptions already. It would have already been assumed. But based on the metaphysical presuppositions you have now, it's not assumed. That's why people do things like I have to reconnect to nature. Well, how the fuck do you disconnect? Like, what is that? You know, like you're inside the house, right? But to what degree are you not still outside? To the degree to which the doors and windows are closed? Hell, I open one window. Am I inside or outside still? You know, it's the details, the subtlety of what you're agreeing to. Okay, so I don't disagree with everything he says. I disagree a lot with the way he says, and you know that's kind of a result of not examining what you're working with. All right, because remember, I'm not just talking about him. I'm talking about you too. I'm talking about you too. And you look at the shit as though, even when you say, okay, he's talking about me, you still look at it as though it's something you can afford to do for the next 4 to 5 years. Because look, you do it for the next 4 to 5 years, feel confident, find a way to make yourself comfortable in your being cautious, not really knowing, kind of getting it, being on the fence. You're not going to leave. You're going to make that a way of life. Fuck me though, right? Because like I said, motherfuckers want to wait till shit is not chaotic anymore to invest in a new skill, in a new idea, in a new way of thinking. That's dumb. Matter of fact, instead of me just telling you it's dumb, what would behoove you is to learn how to do the thing you say you want to do in the midst of chaos. That way, when the skies are clear, you'll have no problem doing it. Hell, you'll look better than anybody else doing it if you learn to do that shit in chaos. Small things, man. Small things. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't look at this. A lie. Okay, I'm back. Nigga, didn't nobody know you was gone? Nigga. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. Ain't nobody know you was gone, nigga. Good to see you back, man. Okay, this one I gotta hear, because I know y'all remember. Niggas was gonna upgrade. And they done had so many upgrades. And I was thinking, okay, I wonder which day this is gonna stop. And you know, I asked it facetiously because I know it's not gonna stop. And I want you to see the evolution of how niggas will continue to hold on to it. Watch this one. Watch this one. This one. I think this one's fun.
You have no clue what you are about to experience.
Oh, man.
Stop looking for dates. Stop looking. What day is it gonna be? Stop playing with me like that. Stop playing with yourself like that. You don't need dates. Pay attention. That's all you gotta do. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Now, you think we playing about this shift. You think we playing about these solar flares, and you think we playing when I say everybody wants the solar flares hit. Alright? Anybody took that shit, you go in zombie mode. You feel me? You ain't even gotta feel me. You will soon enough. And if you didn't take that shit, you're shifting into the highest state that you were when Source created you. Okay?
You see what? Okay, look, this is what I want to break down. Because I want to talk to the nigga, right? Well, what did he say that was wrong? What a lie. What a lie. Hold on. Did I close that? Okay, there we go. What a lie. All right, cool. Bro, I'm not going to say whether or not it's true or not. What I'm going to say is this. It's the same argument that Christians are making. It's the same argument. Didn't change how you think. Follow me. He says, you wait for the solar flares, the shift gonna come. Don't worry about the date. Because remember, it was all about the date. They build you up to the date. The date is what they had. Because the date would tell you, oh, this is the date, and here's why you can see, because of 12, 2, 12, 2, and 2. Okay, cool. Niggas would wait, and it wouldn't happen. And niggas would keep waiting for the rapture. This is what this is again. It's the rapture from Christianity. Jesus gonna come back. Matter of fact, we've been waiting for Jesus to come back for all this time. And really what it is you ain't waiting for Jesus, you waiting for the solar flare. So you replace Jesus with the solar flare. You replace the ascension into heaven with 5D. And once again, you brought the physical world government into a cosmic narrative. If you took that shot, You ain't going to 5D. Well, I didn't take the shot. I'm not telling you to take the shot. I don't know, bro. Do what you do. I'm gonna go to the bar and take my shot, not to doctors. All right. I'm not telling you to take the shot, but what I'm talking about the argument. Okay. 5D. What is 5D? See, I was talking in boot camp to the students, and that meant the idea about dimensionality. Motherfuckers don't understand dimension. The physical world is experienced through this body three-dimensionally. This ain't the third dimension. Let me tell you, here's another way you can tell that this isn't the third dimension. It's at least 10, 11, and 12. It's dense, okay? This is how you can tell. Motherfuckers, what you mean? It's 3D. It's 3D. The three dimensions are X, Y, and Z axis. You're experiencing them through time, and not only that, your perception through time isn't constrained by time, meaning you can speculate the future and the past. So that's 2 orders removed from that basic 3 dimension. Anything in the fucking physical world has got a base 5-dimensional structure to it, okay? You got the 4 and the 1 together. Because remember, you got the perpendicular. See, bro, this shit can be so simple. It's a 90-degree angle. It could be so simple. But motherfuckers are so caught up in shifting the narrative of the physical world. And this is, once again, this is a result of being untethered from the heavens. This is what happens when you don't have cultures and religions giving you your metaphysical presuppositions about how the world works. You just grab and you'll mix anything you can find together to fill that hole. And but I'm trying not to make this a diss at Rashad Jamal. I fuck with the dude's vibe. Like, real shit. Like if I wish I had niggas on my team with that much gusto about the shit they say they want to do. Fuck you mean, man. Let's stop. Anyways. Now I think this is the issue with the cautious folk, okay? This is the issue with the people who are too cautious. And I understand it because I'm like this myself in certain places. It doesn't hurt enough. This world don't hurt enough. You spent so much energy investing in your coping mechanisms, the ones that make things palatable and comfortable. You know, you're in an uncomfortable place and you strive so hard to get some semblance of comfort. Something against all this chaos. And no, because I get it. I get it. It's not wanting to have to concede the fact that maybe you'll never get a break. And maybe this is something that don't come with a break. Any of y'all got kids? You can kind of have an idea what I mean. This is a thing that don't come with a break. Physical life don't come with a break. And a lot of motherfuckers want it to. See, that's what civilizations and cultures did. They gave you a break from chaos. But now you don't have one. Well, not only that, it's not even that you don't have one. Because this is why people identify the government and the cosmos. That big they, the agents everywhere. It's because they're spending so much time rejecting the idea of having some central order that they conform themselves to, that they don't examine what they're actually conforming themselves to, which is the state. See, that's what you think is real. Go ahead, oh man, this shit is an illusion, it's not real. Okay, cool. 12 walk up to your door. How much you gonna do with that? How much you gonna say that shit? See, remember, I did the occult renting number 10, I think it was. Human is a lie. I even put in the clip where Rogue Tight, because he would talk all this shit, and then he went out there in the street to try and, puff it out, and as soon as 12 pulled up, he pulled all that shit back. See, man, what do you motherfuckers really believe? See, you think I'm just talking about him and how I look at him. No, nigga, I'm talking about you too. What the fuck do you really believe? What the fuck do you really believe? Because that's what all this is about. Because if you had to pay in currency, whether or not you really believe what you say, that nigga Rashad be rich, bro. If it was just that simple, bro, I'd be rich. I'll tell you that much, man. But see, it's not about that. What do you really believe? You got to change if you want to change, man. All right. Nigga said, fuck religion, then proceed to take the religion motif with him. Yes. Yes, niggas say fuck religion and take the religion motif with them. And see, one place niggas is really slipping where they don't realize they doing it is that Gnostic shit. Oh, God, that Gnostic shit. Niggas, and this is why Gnosticism is so genius. It's so genius as a parasite. Because this is what it do. The same thing the Catholic Church does. See, Gnosticism come along and say, look, whatever your God is, really, that's this one right here. And you don't know the whole truth. That's what the Catholic Church did. And see, the pagans, because that's what pagan means now, is in retrospect, is anything that wasn't the church. Okay, so there's various different collective of ideas and what's the word? Ecologies of thought in order to fit yourself to the world. And they go to these different people and say, hey, you know what? That thing you're worshiping there, really, that's this over here. That's really Jesus. You know, he was born on the same day. But look, you don't know the whole truth. What? Oh my God. Got him. Got him. You niggas fell for the same way with Gnosticism. Same thing. Same thing. Because all I have to do is take whatever someone else says and say, really, that's just this. And when I'm telling you, and you don't really know the whole truth, it feels good to be the nigga to know the whole truth. That's because you don't know shit. When you get to learning some shit that no one can relate to, when you really taste the loneliness, the inevitable loneliness, because some of y'all don't want to taste it and you run to this shit where I'm here to help everybody, I'm here to save everybody, I'll be damned. You're here to save yourself and make it look nice. And it's all right, man, but you got to be real with yourself about that shit. You're here to save yourself. You'll say it real quick and then turn around and justify you having the mouthpiece because you want to save everybody else. Come on now. We know the real shit, bro. That's definitely how I feel, Lisa says. I thought finding you was the break and it just added more work to my life. Hell yeah, bro, you wanted to work? We got to work. See, the shit motherfuckers be saying is work ain't the work, bro. You ain't gonna unlock your DNA. What do you do? Oh my God. That kind of hurt my head a little bit just thinking about unlocking DNA. Because this is the issue about unlocking your DNA, unlocking your melanin. It's that those things are symmetries of space-time. And space-time is not fundamental. Like, bro, once again, if you're the thing that's everything, if you're the whole damn thing, if you're the center of the universe, you're the center of all this shit, how the fuck are you stopped by DNA? If you all that, nigga, how the fuck some calcium on a little grain of a piece of meat the size of a grape? A small grape, really, probably like a raisin. How is a little bit of calcium on a pineal gland what stopped you? If you all that shit, nigga. Really. See, this is what the Gnostics fuck up, calling this place a prison. If it's a prison with the door wide open. Like in that movie V for Vendetta, when he had the bitch locked up in his little house on the ground, and the whole time she really could have got out. Like it wasn't even as much guard. If she'd have just bucked a little bit. Maybe. You know, see, that's the thing. Too cautious. So cautious you'll insist that it's a prison because you don't want to have to look at the fact that it's you. No, I can't be me fucking up. I'm really about this shit, nigga. I keep throwing this pen. That's so funny to me. I ain't got nothing else to throw. Nah, nigga, I'm really about this shit. Really me. It's me, nigga. So it's gotta be that the world is the prison. And I gotta get out. I gotta mess up this illusion, this matrix. I'm gonna break it down. Y'all niggas are dumb. So, and once again, it's not stupid. It's dumb. Okay? It's not stupid, it's dumb. Says, and there's no turning back. The steak isn't real, but the shit is juicy. there chewing the steak on that gristle as you, this ain't real. But it's juicy and it's better than sludge. I get it. That's what I'm saying. You gotta get the shit in yourself. I get why a nigga will want that steak. I get it. Every now and then I'm gonna have me some steak. Fuck you talking about? Shit. Stop running from this thing, man. Stop running from the world. Stop running from reality. Stop running from your life. See, there are different kinds of reality. There are different densities of reality. You don't need to reject one of them. But you don't need to accept everything that you think. You have to examine the machinery you're using to do any of this thinking, this reasoning. You have to examine the machinery you use to come to conclusions. Look, you can use emotions to start to get you in a direction, but it's not going to get you to a conclusion. Whatever, man. It's not. Once again, I'm not trying to shit on the dude. I'm not trying to shit on the dude. I want to shit on the argument. All right, I want to shit on the argument because the argument is the issue. Y'all motherfuckers want to make this say this shit is science because he'll say it. He says it in some of this shit. This shit is science. No, pseudoscience. Pseudoscience. That's what it is because y'all motherfuckers don't just debate none of this stuff. You don't check none of this stuff. That's what science does. Any nigga who says he's above debating ain't doing science. Because you know who else was above debating with you? Pastor. You know who else was above debating with you? Pastor. You niggas ain't doing spiritual science. This is pageantry. It's pageantry. Nihilistic narcissism. It's fucking pageantry. What's the book in Leviticus? Is it Leviticus? Ecclesiastes. Y'all niggas is deep in vanity. Y'all niggas want to be the new church. Y'all niggas didn't even read the book. But you ready to be the new church. You ready to be the new church. Gonna tell me the Bible ain't shit, but it's the Nag Hammadi library. You just changed what you think and not how you think. See, so many of these people take these ideas and make them mundane because the mundane is all they can understand. But they don't actually contend with that fact. Because if you contend with that fact, the other side of it is actually getting to the things you want. But you first got to admit you don't have them. And you're so used to telling yourself the uncomfortable position you've bent yourself into is now comfort. Fuck out of here. It's called delusion, bro. John, real question. How long do you see this system being upheld? Bro, what system? What system? The physical world? The galaxy? The planet? The government? Which they are you referring to? Bruh, this place is perfect and it's not changing. It's not gonna stop doing this. You have to understand why it's doing this, how it's doing this, how you're agreeing to it. See, slavery didn't have to stop. It just became voluntary. 13th Amendment, U.S. citizen. 14th Amendment, 13th Amendment abolished involuntary servitude. Involuntary servitude, okay? But if I get rid of involuntary servitude, well, what's left? Voluntary servitude. Then you have the U.S. citizen. Now there's a thing that can sign up for it. See, before there was no such thing as any of this shit. But see, where are you starting your line? Because you can start your line even further back than that and go all the way back to the first, second, and third Reich. But then you don't even know where that starts. So look, it's not even about the physical world narrative, this system. Bro, you're part of this system. So you tell me. Because maybe it begins and ends with you. Hey, bro. But you never know until you fuck around and find out and start to examine the parts of this shit you don't know. Where the line of your own understanding is. Because if you got to keep going to they, the government, you don't know. And you don't know because you're not examining the fact that you have to use that placeholder. You don't know the details of what that means. And when you don't know the details, you just kind of paste it as reality at large. And it's not. It's a few monkeys running around a rock, and you don't really know how none of it worked. You just, oh, you know what, man? Really, if it was this. What if questions. I fucking hate what if questions. They don't have an answer. Like, the answer could literally be anything. So it's like, why do we ask the question? Whatever. I feel like people waiting on the same time of doomsday shit to happen again. Yes, it's the rapture again with a different name. It's the rapture with a different name. Whether it's going to be the solar flare or the Kundalini activation for 5D, it's the same thing. And motherfuckers don't get it's the same fucking thing. Let me, what's the next one I want to do? This one. Y'all gotta see this one.
A lot of us don't even know that the winter solstice is some of the most powerful energy cycles on the planet. That's the time we're supposed to be taking all that extra energy to further charge up. But to keep us away from that energy, every year since they invaded, they created something called winter with their weather-making machines that create these clouds that block out our sun to keep us from the connection to our direct food source, which is the sun. We are carbon-based beings. We don't need meat. We are electrical beings. We need photons, photon energy, my people. So these human beings, when they conquered us, they had to lie to us and tell us we was African Americans and Latinos and make us think we the reason. All right? They gave us the gun to shoot each other with after putting spells on top of us, though. Spells. All our real history was taken from us and called voodoo and witchcraft and hoodoo. This sun is killing these human beings. It's killing them. And if you're a human being watching this, this means you're either a Caucasian, an Asian, a Dravidian, a Mexican, or an Arab. I'm not against y'all, but I'm telling y'all facts. The sun is killing y'all. And even y'all own people not going to tell y'all that. All right? They not telling y'all that. All right? But the sun is really killing y'all, okay? Because y'all are not supposed to be on this planet, and Mother Gaia was tired of y'all living like the parasites y'all have been on this planet since y'all landed, or since your ancestors landed, okay? When your ancestors landed, they invaded the planet and stole it from our ancestors, okay? And since they landed, they have killed the animals, all right? There's been no love for animals, no love for the trees, no love for the natural life. Human beings have completely, along with their reptilian, draconian allies, destroyed this planet. Okay? And the reason they destroyed this planet, my people, is imperative that we understand that they are against nature.
Right on time. Bob Rashad, yo, what's good? Glad to catch a line. Hey man, we got another Rashad in here. How's it going, sir? Good to see you in the chat. Welcome to the show. All right, y'all. Y'all hear that shit? Winter ain't real. This is the same mistake being made by the flat earth people. Because they don't know how something works, or they don't feel like the explanation for something, how something works isn't enough, then it's not real. It's not right. Winter isn't real. Like, bro, you have to really not know how the world around you works to even suggest that winter is not real, let alone give these motherfuckers so much power in how you're defining them that you attribute winter itself to them. A force of nature. A fucking force of nature that we've consistently seen beyond the realms of men. Like throughout history, man. Motherfuckers will deify the seasons. Come on. Come on. Like, that's the thing, like the flat earth people, they don't realize motherfuckers have known the shape of the planet for millennia. That's how they could do transoceanic, there we go, transoceanic navigation using the fucking stars. and from looking at the stars for thousands of years. So you know, niggas get in here 10 minutes, don't know how to fit themselves into the world, and assume they got enough knowledge to get out here and tell niggas how the world works. Like I said, not cautious enough. Not cautious enough. What you guys said, I also think some people just aren't satisfied with their life, like you said, so they try to find something to get into take them out of it. Some people get into this shit because there is a wanting to know. Niggas think the sun and earth they friend. Motherfuckers steady making shit mundane. Yeah. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing today, and I'm taking my time trying to, and not just shit on this, because there are people that want to know. Like when I see a motherfucker, or some of these motherfuckers that aren't cautious enough, when I see them, I can taste their want to know. But it gets hindered by their confidence and their pride about how much they have. And they think they got a lot because they're comparing themselves to dead niggas. And you know what? If you're someone who's in Rashad's position, if you're on the right-hand path, a return to source kind of thing, you know what? That's a logical conclusion to come to. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. Say less. That's what other niggas be saying, man. It's just good. I gotta get into the slang of other niggas. But yeah, they, like I did from that Panic clip, like I showed in Panic clip, because Panic was talking about it. Motherfuckers are in this shit to try and mask their own dysfunction. There's a lot of motherfuckers ain't in here to know. That's what I'm saying. This is why people will use salience as opposed to reason and ration. This is why they'll do the village thing. This is why so many people invoke they. Because it makes whatever little battle you put into your life to try and make sense of it, there's gonna be a they. And so now immediately it's salient. Oh, they. If you know, you know. Fuck out of here. That makes it salient, and it makes you want to keep listening to this. Maybe this is what I've been looking for. Maybe this is the thing. Maybe this is something different. Like I want to admit, brother, like there are plenty of places where me and Rashad ain't different. I kind of want to highlight some of that. Like that's part of why I want to do this. Not just trying shit, because I'm not trying to shit on dude. I'm not trying to shit on dude. Society EJ, good to see you in the building, man. Welcome to the show. Bob Rashad, people just want to answer without the research and proper understanding. Yeah. Like motherfuckers, oh my God. Like when motherfuckers ask some shit like, how do I summon a demon? You know, it's just like the arrogance to think you know enough about the base information to ask me a how question. Once again, thinking about your thinking. Metaphysics is philosophy. Thinking about your thinking. The question words. You got what, who, where, when, how, and why. Okay? What, who, and where. These three, just like the Trinity, they interrelate, they interconnect. Usually if you answer one of them, you've answered the other two. Except for what and who. What is the only one that's not like that? Because what can be a singular thing. Like for instance, once again, the movie V for Vendetta. I love that movie. Where V comes out and he saves the white girl and she's getting about to get raped in the alley, and he does his whole speech with the makes his little thing on the mark, and then he looks at her with the pose. He gets the pose, and she looks and she's like, "Who are you?" And then he makes the comment of how funny it is, but where who is a function of what. Meaning what he is a man in the mask. And so to ask who he is he was juxtaposing the idea of asking a masked man who they are. Well, don't you see the mask? If I wanted you to know, I probably wouldn't wear a mask. And so it's the thinking about how you think, not just repeating the last thing you heard, because that's the problem niggas was having in Christianity. Thank you, lovely. That's the problem niggas was having in Christianity. Smooth said they be panicked. Yeah, bro, niggas will pretend to be panicked as opposed to doing the work. Part of how I know is because I did that shit too. Thank you, love. I did that shit too. I had to walk my own shit back. Because lucky for me, I ain't been out here talking. When I came through that shit, I ain't been out here putting no YouTube videos up. I talked to the people, some of the people I know, if they listen. So I didn't have to walk back as much. What I had to walk back is my personal pride and how impressed I was with all the things I thought I knew. Fuck what books I read. Fuck what ritual I said I did. Fuck what person I was listening to. I didn't know. I didn't know, and I felt like I knew. I didn't know, and I felt like I knew. Hey, man. Real shit. And see, what I ran into is realizing that a new identity required new priorities. And I got to a place where I kind of saw it outside of my eye kind of thing, where it's like, this is the same thing I used to do. Like, as soon as I saw it, a whole bunch of shit the parts of me that didn't want to have to look at that, they came up hard. And it like, bro, I felt the, ooh. That was the reason I went in to start checking myself, start questioning myself, start really trying to defeat the things I say I believe. The motherfuckers think they stopped believing Christianity or Islam and now that's just the thing. No, because you have to examine how you believe the other things you believe. And when you don't, you end up like this. Okay? Believing now the government is this cosmic they that's controlling this huge matrix, and they're so powerful that they got the end-all be-all yo godly ass trapped. The devil got us trapped. It's the same thing with different names, and you've missed the point of it all. You've missed the point of it all. Well, man, it's a journey, and I'm just gonna take my time. I'm not really sure if I'm ready to get to work for real, Aries. Okay, cool. Wait till you're ready. What the fuck does that mean? Wait till you're ready. Wait till you're ready. No, do it. You're never gonna be ready. You're never gonna be ready, and that's the point. You need to be able to do this at the risk that maybe I wasn't ready. You have to risk. You gotta embrace this shit. That's the stuff that makes a difference. Fuck. Facts, I'm glad I didn't start the YouTube channel years ago when I was only regurgitating panic with no understanding. Yep, that's what a lot of motherfuckers do. And they get sensitive about it too, bro. I'll just ask a nigga a question. That's why they love turning their comments off. I just ask a nigga a question. One nigga was doing one little pretend lecture. He wanted to say it was his live journal of his experiences. And I'm like, nigga, and he said diary. I said, nigga, if this is a diary, how come you're doing it publicly? And he got mad. He didn't even reply in the comments. He hit me on Instagram. It was like, hey man, you saying some funny shit in my comments. And I'm like, nigga, the whole thing you doing is funny. I didn't say that. But I was just like, okay, well, all right, bro. All right, bro. I won't ask you no questions about nothing. You can be secret spooky pastor, which is what niggas really want to do. They want to be secret spooky pastor and save all the people that they love and not really change how they think about reality, which is what this work calls you to do. Change how you think about this reality. And bro, this is part of what I'm saying. Like, even Rashad will tell the niggas. Even Rashad will tell the niggas. Just like Panic told niggas, don't do it, and I still did it. I know, I get it. And he's telling you not to, and niggas gonna do it too. Here, look. See, once again, there are places where I fuck with what the nigga's saying. Here, look. I'll fuck with what the nigga's saying, bro. It's not him I'm upset with, it's the argument.
It's about breaking these light codes in this matrix, and that starts with self. You know, you don't need me. I keep telling y'all that, and I've been telling y'all that since like, you don't need me. You don't need no motherfucking body. You got everything you need already, but the first question is, who are you?
What is you?
Who are you? And you know. That's what make you bogus as hell, because you know who you are. You been knew who you was, but you scared to show the world who you are.
That one.
And when you doing that, you're hindering us in this war. We need every fucking soul and spirit down here to be who the fuck they are. I'm being who I am. I'm playing my role in the war. But you gotta be you. Because being you is going to complete us. Everybody looking on a savior. Everybody looking for a hero. See, all that bullshit come from religion. You have to understand the basis of religion and its purpose. Its purpose was to take the power out of your hand and put the responsibility in another motherfucking hand.
Now, I will disagree with him on what the purpose of religion was. I will most certainly disagree, but I will not disagree that you have to know what the fuck the function was before you say you done with it, you out. See, this is Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz again. Look, as soon as she hit the ground, she done killed somebody already, landed in the middle of somebody else's town, don't know where the fuck she at. She would have gone home if she knew. If she knew what the fuck was going on, how she was continuing to agree with it, she'd have gone home. But the reason she didn't is because she didn't know. And she didn't even know that she didn't know. Because she spent all her time listening to the other motherfuckers who didn't know. Look, and look, you can't expect the motherfucker to know to even be able to tell you. Look, you get to the end, the good witch, fuck you mean, good witch of the north, like, bitch, you could have gone home the whole time. Didn't you see the shoes? Bitch, you knew the shoes was on me. You could have told me. Not my job. It's not my job. Hey, man. If you don't know the nature of your predicament and how you're continuing to agree to it, you're not getting out. You're not getting out. Because you still think you got to get out. That's how I know you missed it. That's how I know you missed it. Motherfucker had the nerve to ask me the other day. It was on a live. And he was like, okay, so if you know how to get out the physical world, why are you still here? And I'm like, what you mean you? Dorothy never left Kansas. Dorothy never left Kansas. But to the degree to which she really thought she did, she did. To the degree to which she really thought she did, she did. And you know, you're going through all this shit, yellow brick road, flying monkeys, dumb scarecrow, and it's like, damn, all this shit, it's gotta be what really going on. This gotta be it. This gotta be what's going on. Y'all motherfuckers love to talk about this matrix. Which matrix you talking about? Which one? Which matrix? Especially you talking about the physical world. There are different matrices interlaced with each other. That's the physical world. Bruh really said, if you get it, how come you still here? What's that tell you about the question? What's that tell you? If that's the question he's asking, what's that tell you? What is his premises of thinking? What I am is this. And as soon as you get it, it just pop and you ascend and the body, nah, bruh. You know, that's Christianity again. That's that's making all this shit mundane. When you reduce these metaphysical concepts to the physical world, you missed it. You missed it. It's like Dorothy trying to reduce her explanation of how to get out of the Land of Oz using just shit from the Land of Oz, what niggas say in the Land of Oz. Not knowing the nature of her predicament. See, fuck the Matrix. What is you? What are you agreeing to? Let's say the Matrix stopped doing everything it was doing, right? The only thing left is how you're agreeing to it. Me, I'm not agreeing to it. Most certainly not. Not me. I'm trying to get out. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because you're not examining how you're agreeing to it. You're just assuming it's impossible for you to be agreeing to it because of how you feel. Like the dude, he invoked the idea of light codes. Okay? Me personally, I would not describe anything in the world like light codes. But Okay, let's say you do the thing where you say everything in the physical world is energy, all light is energy, so you make the equivocation about light. Basically everything is encoded in light. Well, I wonder if code itself would be encoded in light. I don't know if you can have light codes. Let's start to think. Anyways, I'm not trying to say his description of the physical world is necessarily wrong. I'm saying he doesn't see the line between physical and non-physical. He doesn't see that he doesn't see, because there's no space for him to be wrong. See, when you get in here and you're doing this thing where all the knowledge that you have is stuff that you say you channeled, you can only effectively channel to the degree to which you're not fucking playing human, because otherwise it just gets filtered through that. You see, he's doing it for the culture, for the people, for the humanity. And once again, from his premises of thinking, it's a logical place to go. And so I'm not questioning that. Based on that, he's doing that. But it's the issue is, what is you? The issue always goes back to, what are you agreeing to? What are you agreeing to? See, when you say you know who you are, you have, like I've told you before, there are different kinds of knowing. I can know how to tie my shoe, for example, but may not know how to explain it to somebody. You could know how to cook a 7-course meal, but then somebody to actually teach a class on it and you just fumble. You can know what it's like to be a third grader because you were a third grader before. A second grader doesn't necessarily know what it's like, even if you tell them everything that you explain. There's a different kind of knowing. There are different kinds of knowing, and generally when somebody has even one, they assume that they've got it on all of them, that they have all levels of knowing. As a matter of fact, most people equate what it means to know to have a particular semantic proposition. So to be able to say a particular string of words constitutes that they know. And that's only the surface layer of what it means to know. Actually, that's more caught up in your knowledge of language than it is your knowledge of the exterior world or the world at large. It has more to do with your relationship to language. I tell niggas, get into philosophy of language. These niggas ain't doing it. The furthest they'll go is talk about this and that as a spell. And once again, his premises of thinking, because from his premises of thinking, there's demonic stuff, witchcraft. Like the nigga replaced Christianity with the Greek pantheon. You heard him talking about the 9 levels of Hades. Christianity has the 9 levels of hell. And so he didn't change how he thought, he changed what he thought. This is the result of nihilistic narcissism. And once again, it's not him, it's you. I'm talking to you about it because you do it. And you say you different. You say you trying to figure this out. You say you want to be able to do it, bruh. There's a difference between standing next to something and embracing it. There's a difference between being at the pool and in the pool. If you at the pool, I don't know what's going on. You could be sitting on the side, you could be out front, you could be in the locker room. Nigga, if you in the pool, I know this motherfucker wet. It's a difference. And motherfuckers, if you're too cautious, you're not embracing it. Okay? You're not embracing it. You're waiting for the world at large to force your hand. Stand the fuck up. Stand the fuck up. Like I said, this is why I agree with mine. This is why I agree with him on some of this shit, bro. But most of it, bro, I can't. Nah, secret spooky pastor said me. Hell yeah, bro. It's the secret spooky pastor. That's what niggas love to do. Talk about, you comment on the Instagram page, right? This is my page. Don't follow me, bitch. This is Instagram's page. Shut your dumb ass up. Fuck out of here. Niggas love to feel like they got a platform. Nigga, build something. Build something. Don't just sit around and collect Instagram posts and drop fucking hints. Build something. Fuck you mean? Niggas, I swear, a nigga who think they got the answer ain't gonna ask a question. That's what happens with nihilistic narcissism, especially with the Gnostic folk. When you think you got the answer, you don't ask a question. And so all a nigga gotta do, if he wanna misdirect you, if he wanna get you to stop thinking, give you as much as you need to feel like you already got it. On top of that, I want you to feel like you already got it, but you need this last little thing. So just listen to me. Okay. You gotta put your money where your mouth is with that shit. That's what I'll say. Because if I tell you some shit like that, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and I'm gonna let you. If I'm full of shit, tell me I'm full of shit. I'll let you say it. Go ahead. I'm fine. See, sometimes motherfuckers look at me and think I'm just gonna slay them for not being left-hand path. Not at all. Not at all. I get why you get that impression though, because I'm a dick and I have been known to eat my kids. So yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Smooth. Oh, I missed that one. But outside, boy, I was preaching wearing big crystals. Hell yeah, bro. You get them big crystals, that copper jewelry, nigga ready to preach. Especially when you get that shirt off, get into the melanin sun. Niggas is ready. I'm gonna wake them up. As soon as I say it, this is going viral. Cause, I mean, really, how could you hear this and not just tap in? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. I get it. I felt it. You're impressed with yourself, and you don't even want to see it because you're so invested in being. No, I'm humble. Everybody's the same. If everybody was the same, you wouldn't tell nobody shit. If everybody was right, you wouldn't tell nobody shit. You shut the fuck up. Even Christians, because everybody's right. So why aren't they right too? Even a nigga that got the vaccine is right if everybody's right, right? You wouldn't have said nothing if you really think everybody right. Nah, you think you're right. You think you're right. That's different. That's different. And you add on top of that the idea that you rather not see yourself as the person who's wrong, especially after having spoke up and talked all the shit you talk, and having been wrong before about religion and Christianity. So you don't want to be wrong again, but it's not about what you want. Yeah, really, nigga, what is you? Fucking me, man. People just end up reassociating everything with their personality, and they miss the whole work. They miss what all this stuff was about. They're so caught up in the idea that somebody is here to do something to them. And that there's some enemy. That there's some they. And if niggas just knew the they that I know, then we could all come together and fight the they. Bruh, Christianity. If niggas just knew about the devil for real, they'd all get together and they stop doing all the other things they're doing, and we'd be on the same track and we could work together. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. If Christians just knew that their God is really Yaldabaoth and the Archons, we could really get back to doing some shit for Sophia. How are you as typical as the people you're saying you're different from? How are you as typical as the people you're saying you're different from? What do you mean? I'm not anything like these niggas, bro. Look at your nose get higher in the air. I'm not anything like these niggas, bro. I mean, we all the same, but I'm humble, but I'm not them niggas. Yeah, let's get into the next one, man. Oh, Society Eject says, yep, I was on that path, about to start a YouTube channel and talk about shit I don't really know, just to get some cool brownie points from niggas. Yep, oh man, that was gonna be a disaster. Hell yeah, bro. Look, motherfuckers would rather start something and just start talking as opposed to figuring out what they're talking about, because really they have the urge to talk to people about this. That's the thing, bro. I try and emphasize the fact that you need to talk to people about it, but not just people who are going to agree with everything you say. Because then you may as well talk to a wall, or you talk to a dog. You know, you have to understand how necessary dialogue is. And not simply because I offer services to talk to me. Talk to someone. Talk to anyone. Okay? But you need to walk yourself around what you believe so you can re-examine it. That's a process of learning how to do that. And you learn that in dialogue. Now you have to get really good at dialogue with yourself. if you're gonna do it all by yourself. And see, this is the thing, bro. When I offer the consultation, I'm not telling you you can't get this without me. I'm not. I've done it without you. So I'm not going to suggest to you that you can't do that. Not at all. What I will suggest is that if you're going to do it, and I know this from experience, you're going to pay in your personal time, your blood, sweat, and tears. And when I say personal time, I don't mean a few minutes a week. I don't mean a few minutes a week. I don't mean a light interest. I mean, you're going to have to throw yourself into it like you've never thrown yourself into anything before. And not in an emotional way where you're gratified, where you feel good. You're going to have to throw yourself in your own stinking shit. And niggas don't want to do that. Niggas is here to shine, to look good. I mean, you up there on that soapbox, being a new spooky preacher, you gotta look good. Preacher ain't come to the church in no nasty suit. He ain't gonna listen to no nigga in a nasty suit. You get up there, you wanna look clean. Fuck you niggas. I tell you, your mama told you, don't wrestle with a pig and shit because they like it. Nigga, I'm the pig. I love the low road. The high road is so boring. It's terrible. It's against my nature, okay? It's just virtue signaling up there. Shit, still a road. Fuck out of here. Get down in the dirt. Be for real. Bruh, get slayed. Fuck you mean? You're too cautious. What the fuck are you waiting for? I'm gonna wait till there's no more chaos to learn how to master chaos. That's you. That's you. That's you. Head ass nigga. Don't tell me you ain't got a couple $100. I know. You're gonna get the 3-5 in the wings. I get it. I would have got it too. It's delicious. But I tell you this. Because I'm not gonna tell you not to get 3-5 in the wings. But I'm gonna tell you, you know what's down that road. Just like what's his name said to Neo, bro. You know what's down that road. You know what's down that road. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. Or skip the 3-5 in the wings for 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks. And invest in you. Cause see, this is something I've noticed about a lot of people who's in this shit, especially when they get to this black sheep thing. You're usually a loving person. Like, let's say your family, your friends need something, like they actually need something. You drop what you're doing. You make that shit happen. You'll get up and you'll sacrifice parts of yourself. That's part of the reason some of these people are so upset and in conflict with their family, because what they find out is those same people wouldn't have gone through those lengths for you. They'll say it good, but they wouldn't have done it. And you'll go through all that shit for motherfuckers who aren't gonna do that shit, who you think are supposed to do that shit, and this is where you fucked up. All that force you got, that's supposed to be for you. See, you gotta invest in you with that much vigor. Can you really afford to be the same nigga you've been for the last 2 years for the next 5? For the next 1 year? And like I said, for some people, it don't hurt enough yet. I get it. I smoke. It don't hurt enough yet. There's plenty of me that want to stop. It don't hurt enough yet. And I hate to admit it to myself, because I hate pain. I hate physical pain. But I know it don't hurt enough yet. And that's why I'm still where I'm at. Because I know for a fact that's what get me off my ass. Hell, it's what keep me sitting around, because I don't want to deal with pain. See, when I'm saying this, it's not to, feel sorry for me. Like, no, nigga, this is natural shit. The thing I want is right behind it, and I have to get up and do it. I'm not going to be great at it. I'm not going to get it all the time. But if I know the nature of my predicament and how I'm continuing to agree to it, I can contend with it. Maybe not today, maybe not all at once. You don't build the whole bridge from one brick. So like I said, bro, you can do this shit without me or talking to anybody. I don't know what you're going to get from that, but I'm going to tell you what you're going to give. You're going to give a lot of your time, a lot of your sweat, blood, and tears. And I can guarantee you, no one's going to appreciate you for doing it. And it's not because they should or shouldn't. Really, it's not. Because you ain't doing it for them. You're doing it for you. Amen. Whatever, bro. Hoodie guy said, yeah, I ain't go bullshit. All the great mother talking shit be blowing me. Yeah, man, it's an extension of feminism. Feminism is an extension of colonialism, white supremacy. I have a whole other thing I was going to do on that for real shit. But motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? They just say what other people have said, and they don't actually question this shit. So much of this spirituality has been hyper feminized. Like, you know, your boy, I'm the strong, bro. He be doing that spiritual simping shit for real, man. And it's the same mistake that Rashad here is making as well. Is that not only has he misinterpreted the map, but he's confused the map with the territory. Okay, a perfect example of this is chakras. This is the dynamic I'm talking about. Okay, chakras. People look at the map of chakras, misinterpret the map, and confuse the map with the territory. Okay, what do I mean by misinterpret the map? They look at the map and they thinking because chakras are placed or superimposed over an image of a human body, that this must mean the chakras are in the human body. And so they end up confusing the map with the territory because they misinterpreted the map. It's not a map of the physical world. It's not a map of your physical body. But the root chakra is Earth. Not the planet. The planet is named Earth. The root chakra is all the physical world. It has nothing to do with the inside of your meat bag. I don't care how many glands or nerves that you try to correspond to it. It doesn't, once again, all you've done is reduced it to the physical world. You've misinterpreted the whole endeavor. The chakras are a map. The tree of life and the clip-off, a map. The four elements, either it's fourfold or fivefold, is a map. The Trinity is a map. See, most of what you're looking at are fucking maps. But because you're not looking at them like that, you miss the whole thing. You don't know the nature of your predicament or how you're continuing to agree to it. These are maps. And this is the thing about a map. I don't care how good your map is. The map don't tell you how to navigate the territory. And that's what you're looking for. You're trying to pull how to navigate the territory from the map. The map is what's that word? Representing. There we go. The map is representing the territory because the territory is present. So the map can only represent it. The map only tells you, it only shows you a representation. Like this is how I explained it to one of my clients on the call. And I think it's a good analogy. I've heard other people use this before as well. If you ever had a dog, okay, and you're trying to point something out to the dog, like a spot on the floor, right? And so let's say this is the spot on the floor, and you go like this, right? You're like, hey, Fido, look at this, and Fido doesn't look at the spot you're pointing to. He looks at your hand. That's what's happening. You're not looking at the spot that the hand is pointing to. You're obsessed with the hand. And so you confuse the map for the territory. Chakras are not things in your body. Kundalini has nothing to do with your physical body. And you would comprehend these things a little more if you were in the time and place where they were created for the people they were created for. But now people are in this place where they're trying to find what the truth is. They can feel the emptiness that's been left. But the devil's in the details. And it's not just grabbing all this different fragmented information and thinking it's just, it all somehow fits together, but you're not really sure, because this is what happens when you do that. When you have all these fragmented pieces that you keep collecting and keep adding, and you're not really sure how they all connect, do you know where they implicitly or intrinsically have to connect? You. Because you're the center of all the little facts that you've grabbed. And once again, this is why I'm not telling you get rid of your facts. What is you? You have to examine it. And none of these people are doing it. None of these people are doing it. You're going to have to fuck around and find out. Yes, Dawson, that's the thing. You got to fuck around and find out, bro. ZJ says, I'm going to have to catch up later, boss man. Got me working. Hey, man, look, boss man ain't got you working. It's you and you. It's you and you. Oh, man, there's nothing I can do without it. Whose fault is that? Hey, man, look, whatever. Let me get into this next week. I forgot I was talking about this shit with Rashad, bro. But look, Rashad, once again, Rashad is just an example. Most of this shit is you other niggas. I'm so serious. Like I said, I fuck with the dude. Like, if I seen him, you know, he'd probably be cool. He seemed like a cool nigga to hang with. Kind of funny. You know, about whatever the fuck he say about. I can respect that. Alright, let's continue. Here, let's do this one.
What you think impacts the neurochemistry of your brain. Your brain then sends secretions to the epidermis of your skin. If you are black or Latino, this is what makes you a god, okay? This epidermis is filled with carbon. Carbon, if you know, is the basis from which all life forms are. Once the brain sends secretions to your epidermis has hairs on it. These hairs on our skin are literally antenna. So your skin is literally an antenna, y'all. It's an antenna. This is why your hair stands up on the back of your neck when something don't feel right. All right? Because the hairs on your skin is literally antenna. Your hair is antenna. This is why you're not supposed to cut your hair. If you're black or Latino, this is antenna that connects us to the planet, y'all. All right? Your hair is antenna. Your skin is antenna. All right? And this is why you can walk in the room and you can feel when somebody don't like you. You never knew why though, because they didn't tell you that. They couldn't let you know what you were. They couldn't let us know what we were, y'all. They couldn't let us know we was gods and all powerful. They had to keep us believing all these fallacies. You didn't even know.
You see how after he says the things he says, where he gets to the place where now it's time to explain the claims I just made, he goes into the they stuff. See, that's what makes it salient for someone listening, because they're thinking, okay, these two things now connect, and it. I'm not telling you people should not make things salient. I'm telling you to examine and be on the lookout for your own desire to have something because it's salient. Here's an example. When I was younger, I had a and it lasted until I was in my 20s easily. I had a deep fear of white people. And at a young age, I learned that when I'm scared of something, when I'm fearful of it, learn more about it. You work with the dark, you work with bugs. I love bugs and snakes and shit now. You know, so that was always my thing. That's part of the reason I ended up learning so many things at a young age, because whenever something would give me pause or I was afraid of it, I would do my best to go find out about it. White people are the only thing that didn't work for. In fact, it made it worse. As in, the more I ended up learning about white people, the worse it got. I didn't find anything that brought me to the place of reassurance. Okay? And so once I got to a place at a much older age, when I was starting to actually try and confront that, anytime I found information that corroborated what I already wanted to know, I double and triple checked it. I double and triple checked. I tried my hardest to defeat things I wanted to believe, because it was too easy. It was too easy. The monster of fear was too big for me to just presume that the thing I want is really what it is. And this is what I'm telling you. Double and triple check the things you say you want to believe. You gotta be honest. I'm telling you, ain't no right or wrong answer in this shit, bro. It's the honest one. That's the whole heart and mind of a child thing. It's about the degree to which you're honest with yourself and your relationship to reality. It's the honesty. Like, look, you have to concede where you don't understand, as opposed to just holding on to the narrative that there's this they that's lied to you. And if it weren't for that they and their system, that you would be good. No. You're a piece of shit. You suck. You don't take the time to think things out. You're way more emotional than you give yourself credit for. And you only really point it out when someone else has pointed it out. Or it's not beneficial to look that way. Bro, you suck. You suck, and you could be a lot better. The guilt and shame you be feeling is not because someone shouldn't have said something. The guilt and shame you feel is it's like it's like a debt you owe to the self you know you could be. It's a debt that you owe to the self that you know you could be. You know what you could be. But you probably don't know all the upper limits, but you know you could be more than you are right now if you put your fucking foot in it. You got so many different excuses of why you're not ready to do it. Why you're not ready to get up off the fence. Why sometime in the future is going to be the perfect time, as if it's sometime different from now. Oh, so-and-so is keeping me from doing this, and so-and-so ain't really got me out here, I can't really do none of this stuff because if my mama and them knew I brought it in the house, they'd be da-da-da-da-da-da. No, that ain't it. What it is you're afraid to contend with them pushing against it. See, if you knew what it is you were trying to do well enough to explicate it, you wouldn't be worried about it. What you're worried about is looking ridiculous. What you're worried about is being rejected further. What you're worried about is rocking the boat. What you're worried about is the fact that you don't necessarily have the kind of integrity about what you say you believe in. No. Just like my man here. See, he has the confidence. But he didn't have the ration behind it. Like, motherfuckers will claim to understand Western science without studying the shit. Like I say, you pull melanin out your ass. Your skin is filled with carbon. Like, the shit he said about carbon applies to every single thing on the planet, including what you call white people, bro. Like, motherfuckers won't understand race, and so they just take it and make it part of reality at large. You're the new thing because you're black and Latino. Bruh, that's race. That's race. You're making it cosmic. So you don't understand race, misinterpret that, and you confuse the map with the territory. Because you don't understand race, you just assume this part of reality at large. A little bit of research could clear all that up. But see, a nigga who think they got the answer ain't gonna ask a question. I'm not telling you race isn't real. It most certainly is. It's not cosmic. It's not biological. It's not skin color. Latino ain't a color. Asian ain't a color. It has to do with the fact that we really from Kim, and we the Nagas, and we the black people from Kim, and that's really why they say it, but they don't want us to know. Once again, a big, huge they that's lying to you. No, blackness is not about Kim. Yes, Kim means the black land. But see, you have to learn about the culture. You have to know the religion of these people. You have to know the context. There was a black and a red land. The black land was the homeland, not because of the people's skin color, but because it was opposed to the concept of the red land. The red land was the desert. The red land was the wilderness. The red land was the land of the foreigners. It was the land of chaos. It was the land of Set. Fuck! But niggas are quick to say whatever's the most salient or whatever another nigga said with their chest out. And you ain't no different. Because I don't want you to sit here and do it to me. Oh God, shall aggressively Area said that. He's mad, but he's right. I'm not gonna put check or fire in the chat because he'll get mad at me, but secret check, secret facts. No. I can't wait for a nigga to defeat me. Please. Get the fuck out of here, man. Race is not cosmic. Ugh. He talked about the hair standing up on your neck when the vibe ain't right, bro. That's not some spiritual or cosmic thing, bro. The mechanism that does that is the same thing that does it on a dog. You ever see a dog that was frustrated and angry, and that whole little patch of hair right behind their neck stands up? Like the goosebumps comes from, it's just skin. The skin is an organ, dude. It increases the surface area of your skin is what goosebumps do. If you're boiling something in water and you want it to boil it fast, you increase the surface area of the water and the thing. That way the hot water is touching more of it. You increase the surface area of the skin. You can multiply how much skin is touching the air by creating the bumps. That's what the bumps do. Your body gets a fever when you're sick. It's not some cosmic or spiritual thing. Like I'm saying, like, bro, it could all be so simple. Niggas claim to get Western science more than the Western scientists, and as a result, they're not even listening. They're just taking what they want and believing that, just like you did in Christianity. Just like you mad at the Christians for, hey man, y'all ain't even reading the whole book. It says in here, and if you read this, so now it's clear that you don't even read your own book. You're probably right. You're probably right about that. You right as a motherfucker about them. But you're doing the same thing. You don't read none of these studies. You don't research this stuff. You say what another nigga said with confidence. And if you get a question on it, either everybody's right or you send them somebody else's video. You need to know the argument behind what you say. Otherwise, it's not science. It could all be so simple. It's not science if that's what you do. If you just agree with what you think it is, whatever feels right, and then throw it out there. Hey man, if it's not for you, it don't resonate with you, just go on, man. Get off of my Instagram page, bro. You don't even need to follow me. Like, what's the point? What's the point? I'd ask you the same question, bro. What's the point of opening your mouth? And see, no one wants to question that because they want to be on that soapbox and feel like the new spooky preacher, my nigga. I'm sorry, but I completely forgot about the chat, man. I was not ignoring y'all on purpose. That's how I started. Damn, I missed a bunch of them, didn't I? My bad. Oh, shit. Oh, great. Okay, it's a great mother shit they was talking about. You made me question myself and a lot of stuff I thought, even with the Gnosticism thing. I appreciate your videos, Brian. How do I get your ebook? The ebook, it's available on occultcornerstore.com. The link, so that should be down below the video. You click the link, it takes you to the website and takes you exactly where on the website that the book is free. All right, the book is available. So you can download it right there, bro. Yeah, please, man. Anybody who wants to read the book, give me the smoke on it. You know, this isn't something where I want you to look at me. It's like, oh my God, it's Aries. Oh my God, I read Aries' book. Oh my God, we're friends. No, we're not. I'm an awful friend. I'm a piece of shit. I'm a dick, y'all. I tell you, you don't want to be my friend. You probably want friends, but you don't want to be my friend. You don't want to be my friend. So yeah, check out the book, bro. Check out the book. Like, give me some smoke on it. Talk to me about it. See what it does for you, because I'm planning on making more. Nice, small, concise, and yeah, check it out. Also, make sure you check out occultcornerstore.com. And if you're in Atlanta, it's coming. It's coming. We're going to do the first one July 7th. Anyways, and when I said it's coming, you saw me point down. So I was talking about Magic Mark. Just keep looking at the ads. Keep looking at the ads. I'm sorry. I got to get back to the chat. Well, wait a minute. That's comparable to your claim that root chakra is the whole physical world. Speak on it. Well, I'm not sure what you're referencing to. Well, I mean, if it's something Rashad said, look, a lot of stuff I don't hold wholesale disagree. It's the context, it's the framing. Because if you're gonna say this stuff is science, the context and the framing matter. They make all the difference. This is why I tell you guys about epistemology and ontology, because everybody's got a methodology, but they're not checking their epistemology and ontology, which is why their methodology is inherently flawed. And they'll never see it because everyone's methodology is right. No, that's not science. That's what they let you do in church. Oh, you can believe in Jesus however you want to. Just make sure you put some money in the pot. Or you can believe spiritual however you want to. Just make sure you say melanin. You can believe all you want to, whatever you want to. It's all you, bro. But make sure you wake up Christians. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. It's the same bullshit, dude. The whole physical world is the root chakra. What is you? And niggas are so quick to associate it with this physical body or the personality. Neither of which is you. Neither of which is you. You don't make either of those super powered. Fuck out of here, so dumb. Not stupid, but dumb. ZJ says, my they is the Jews, but you gotta get into detail about that. There's a lot. Look, first of all, I probably just destroyed my channel for saying the J word. Oh my god! And see, it's not even that simple. It could be, because I understand what you're saying. But it's like the difference between the different sects of Christianity, the different sects of Islam. How much do you know about Judaism? You know, most people, especially Christians, how you not the chosen people in your own religion? It's clearly a slave religion. I know, I didn't get it when I was in religion either. I know. Most motherfuckers have no idea. All they know is, well, Hitler killed the Jews. There's a lot of them around. They went after Orthodox Jews, not Zionist Jews, because that's a completely different thing. You have to look what Zion is. You have to know what Israel is. You have to know what it is in context of that culture. So I mean, motherfuckers are quick to look like they something else. Hey man, look, once again, I probably destroyed my channel saying the J word. Oh shit. That's a good point. No. Leah says, don't have kids if you really want to do this work. You ain't studying shit under their vibe. Hey man, look. In the chaos, there's no better place to learn how to do this stuff, man. Because look, a lot of y'all done fucked around and found out. You got a little baby running around. So you got a whole different work than some of these other folk, man. You got a whole different work. Ooh. Well, Misha, it's good to see you in the chat. Bob Rashad says, want to be like what the white man so bad, low key. But a lot of folk, I'm inclined to agree with you, but there's enough of me that gets that it's not so much trying to be like the white man, but trying not to be whatever it is you are already. That's the big one. See, the white man just makes it convenient so you can have an archetype to aim for, and in your dissatisfaction with yourself. The dissatisfaction with yourself is the issue. That's the main issue. And see, bro, look, that's the thing. I hate to even invoke race in this conversation because it's completely corporeal. It's completely corporeal. It is completely corporeal. Not to say it has no relevance or significance, but the relevance and significance is only corporeal and it's not biological. It is not skin color. See, white was the first of the races to be made. So all the other races are contingent. It's a caste system. It's not skin color. It's a caste system. That's why I hate motherfuckers talking about, oh, really, it's class. No, before the instantiation of race, yes, it was class. Once you made race, race is what makes it not class. Race was the whole reason to do that, to make sure class could never be overtaken, because white don't serve white. Just like ZJ was talking about with the J words. White don't serve white. What does it mean? And you ask a white person, oh, white doesn't mean anything. It doesn't really mean anything. We should just stop talking about it. Nobody does that about anything that they don't think they already know everything about. Bro, chill out. Anyways, bro, because I don't want to get into the race conversation today because I have a whole thing I want to do and I want to approach it a certain way. Y'all said secret facts. Hell yeah, boy, you giving niggas secret facts? Really? Oh, it's the Gnostic? So I need to know about y'all, the prophet. Oh. You're doing the Catholic Church again. Gnosticism is parasitic. All right? It's parasitic. Because it Catholicizes anything. It absorbs it and makes it its own so that it can have the appearance of being supreme. So where's your spiritual antenna, Aries? Because you bald head, bruh, right? Uh-oh, I'm missing out on my light code upgrades. Well, no, I got chin hair, I got chest hair. Yeah, fuck these niggas. All that pretty head hair like a girl. Where your chest hair? See, y'all missing out on the man codes. See, there's some specific masculine light codes that you can only get with a luscious meadow of chest hair. Where y'all at? Hey, I'm just trying to tell you, bro. That's why I lost the hair on my head, because my body was like, bro, we can't even be distracted by that no more. Who the fuck you think you are, Goldilocks, nigga? Nah, get in here, put your chest into it. Put my chest into it, got the hair. Hey, man, look. I'm just saying what I'm saying, bro. You know, you put the facts together for yourself, like you talking about. Oh, shit, Vera said. That's the funny part about this court case, that the race thing is completely corporeal. The court case. Here, I'm gonna get to the next one, because that reminds me of some other thing I want to talk about here. Because like I said, bro, I agree with some of the stuff this nigga say, bro. It's not even that whether or not I agree or don't disagree, because I don't want this to come off as, hey, fuck Rashad Jamal. That's not the case at all. It's not what I'm doing. Like, it'd be funny if a nigga clipped just me saying fuck Rashad Jamal and then sent it like, hey man, this nigga talk shit about you. That should be so funny, bro. Put that shit in the TikTok reel or something. Oh my god. Anyway, it's not about fuck him. It's about fuck this argument. It's about fuck this argument and the idea that it's science. That's what this is about. Fuck this argument and the idea that it's science. Gnosticism is not science. Gnosticism is not science. It absorbs anything. It co-opts anything it can because it's a parasite. Motherfuckers in a cult don't even realize it, bro. You don't look at the history of the shit. They come straight out of the whole Alexandria shit, and you looking at me like, no, look, they got the symbolism. This symbolism's ancient. So what? Just because I took ancient symbolism and put it on my shirt doesn't make me ancient. The devil's in the details, bro. The devil's in the fucking details. Yeah, he was talking about the court case. I'm gonna line that one up. If you don't understand the details, then just say you don't know and then go find out. But no, you don't get no bitches from that. You don't get no cool points. If you ain't out here saying that the melanin yoni is the highest thing ever and the black woman needs to be on the best and strongest pedestal ever as the only thing that makes anything, you ain't saying that, nigga. You ain't get no bitches. You ain't get no points off of that shot, nigga. You gotta say the yoni. Yoni, don't mess with chaos, Yoni. Or put up a meme. Me after the chaos, Yoni. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut that shit up. Bro, it's pussy. Half of everything on the planet got one. You wasn't concerned about Yoni as you ate that piece of chicken. Nah, it was some chicken. Well, you had a Yoni. You stepped on that roach. It probably got a Yoni. Come on, bruh. Niggas just say whatever another motherfucker says, just like they did in church. Anyways, here, I'm gonna read these in a second. I wanna get to this next person. This next, well, because if I do that, I'm gonna fucking rant. I already know I did. Hell yeah, I created the chest hair mythos, nigga. See, look, these niggas can say what they want to say, right? Or it's just your Goldilocks antennas, and you gotta make it curly up here. Make sure you style it. Fuck out of here, nigga. Y'all niggas crazy, bro. All bow to the lushy meadows, dude. Eric's talking about his taco meat. Ha 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 ha. Hey, man, look, you see your girl with them chips and that cheese. Just know who got the taco meat for, boy. Fuck you talking about? Hey! I love it. I gotta love it. Oh shit, Stuffed Dog 69. Boy, I said cat dog in this motherfucker. What's good? Good to see you in the chat, man. That Tiamat coochie. Hell no. Tiamat coochie. Bro, niggas is funny, man. That's what I'm saying. You gotta realize, bro, you the joke, man. You the joke. All this shit you talking, all this good shit you talking like you know, bro, you the joke, bro. You the joke. In here, bro, this nigga was talking about, this nigga was talking a little bit about the law shit. Listen, first of all, okay, I'm not gonna tell you anything. Just listen.
Nobody that's considered an African American or a Latin American is a citizen of the fucking country, so the police can't cuff you. You're a sovereign being, nigga. And they can't arrest you because you're not a part of the republic. So that's why when they put cuffs on you, they're technically kidnapping your ass. You're not even a citizen of the republic, so them laws don't even apply to your ass. And if them laws apply, then we finna put a civil suit in against YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, fuck it. The whole United States of America for breaking the First Amendment, not letting us have freedom of speech. I also want to charge y'all with breaking the Constitution. Breaking y'all own Constitution because y'all said y'all should not interrupt nobody's. Everybody in y'all republic should have a pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness, nigga. That's what y'all said. But then y'all turned around and denationalized the whole fucking species, nigga. You got these black people and these Latino people thinking they Latino Americans and African Americans when they Anunnaki gods from a whole different planet, nigga. And you knew it when you landed. And you took from these people and you denationalized them, nigga. But I bet you ain't, I can't find a lawyer in the country to take that case. I bet you ain't a lawyer in America that's willing to take that case if I sue the whole country right now for denationalizing us, nigga. I can play with y'all man-made laws. Right. Ain't nobody gonna take that case and wanna give a motherfucker no land back. Okay, well if you ain't gonna give us the land back, can you at least give us our freedom of speech? Nigga can't even post about COVID without y'all fact-checking some shit. I'm tired of every elite, every motherfucker working in the Vatican, every motherfucker working over there with the royals. I'm tired of every last one of you motherfuckers. I'm so charged up, nigga, when I step out the house, nigga, every time I see the police. Fucking tired of playing with y'all ass out here.
I think there's only one little speck of that I actually agree with. I'll come back to that. Look, bro, this is part of the reason this shit can be dangerous, bro. Cause look, this stuff gets mixed in with things that are accurate and motherfuckers will come to inaccurate conclusions about it because they don't understand the details. What they're doing is repeating as best they could what they heard. He's correct in invoking the idea of the existence of the republic. Most certainly, the Constitution is talking about a republic, not a democracy. He's right about that. It's the conclusion. It's his reasoning that's off. I'll give you the basics because it's not like most of you are gonna do the research anyways. The republic. You never left the republic. Dorothy, you never left Kansas. It's how you're agreeing to this. And you can say, I'm only doing it because this is what I was taught, this is what I was programmed to do, this is what I was conditioned to do, nobody told me. All of those things can be true. All of them. All of them can be true. But this is the point. Even if all that's true, you agreed. And this is why that's the point. Because that's where your power is. All those other narratives are something you could not have stopped. So, okay, cool. I won't give you something you couldn't have stopped. This is where your power is. As a thing is bound, so it is unbound. This is why I want to focus on where your power is, because if you really want to get out of it, you have to focus on that. Because that's what binds you to it. I don't care how much distraction and lies a motherfucker got for you. If you agree, that's it. Minimum contacts. Minimum contacts. You don't have to invoke everything. You invoke just a little bit of it. whole thing. And see, when he says that the codes and stuff, he'll call it laws. It's not laws. It's codes and policies. When he says that these codes and policies, because honestly he didn't say codes and policies, he said law, which is part of the reason, once again, the devil's in the details. Anyways, when he says that those codes and policies do not apply to those in the Republic, yeah, he's right. But that's not why you're being arrested. You're being arrested because they do apply to you because you have agreed to it. See, that's what a U.S. citizen is. U.S. citizens are under the democracy. The people are part of the Republic. Hell, they created it. See, he'll invoke the Constitution, First Amendment, your freedom of speech. The niggas will quick to invoke the Constitution, and I know my rights. Constitutionally protected rights. You know what you agreed to when you say you have constitutionally protected rights? Or you have constitutional rights? Because the Constitution doesn't protect your rights. It delineates the rights of the government. The Constitution delineates the rights of the government. That the Bill of Rights. It's not talking about you. See, because once again, people don't study the Constitution. People don't study the Constitution. They just say what other people have said and what they feel it should be. The preamble of the Constitution. We, the people of the United States of America, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Schoolhouse Rock. Niggas should know this. I can't believe you niggas don't know this. Schoolhouse Rock. We, the people. It starts that way. You don't hear shit about people again. Because it's not about we the people, because we the people have inalienable rights given to us by our Creator. That's beyond, that's the laws of nature. It's beyond the laws of man or the laws of commerce. But see, you gotta know the details of this and not just say it outside of your neck. Because they are arresting you because not only have you submitted yourself to the jurisdiction of a democracy by your adherence to being a U.S. citizen, but to the degree to which those things don't apply to you, now you're lying. See, it's not about what's true. What can you prove? What can you prove? Fuck what's true. See, motherfuckers so quick. What's true? I gotta find the truth. Is this really real? Is this right? What can you prove? How do you know? What does it mean to know? Man, this is why I dislike some of this shit, bro. Because there's no focus put on how you know. It's just that I'm tapping in and I resonate. So now you end up saying whatever you say anything. You say anything, and then it just falls right back into Anunnaki. And really, what's going on is this is a whole cosmic, spiritual, galactic war. Like, you giving these motherfuckers with pieces of paper so much power. Because you don't know how they work. But instead of looking at that, you'd rather say it's all this other more convoluted, complicated shit. Fuck, man. That Cold Podcast was good. I see you speaking on the fuckery involved in the Anu myth. And see, it's only fucked up because people mystify the mundane. I spoke before about what the Anu is. It's basically a toroidal pattern. Okay, let me see if I can. If I did this, could you see the drawing? You can kind of see if I did it. Okay, look. All right, you got an inner spiral, right? This is going to be a 7-fold spiral. All right, that spiral goes the opposite way to form its outer shell. That's the 5-fold pattern. There's 7 on the inside, 5 on the outside. This dynamic is called the Anu. That dynamic is called the Anu. It's like niggas will talk about the Merkaba, but they think it's some mundane energy field around my body. Like, no, like, bruh. The dynamics themselves, the archetypes themselves have form. Maybe not manifest form, but they have form. See, if you're in the boot camp, you've already looked up the word manifestation. You know what I mean when I say the difference between form and manifest form. See, y'all folks have conflated manifest form with form itself. But if you know, you know. Head ass niggas. I hate you niggas. God damn it. Bro say he about that shit he talking about. Hey man, you gotta be. Otherwise, look man, say it with your chest. Catch an L if you're wrong. That's how you learn to be right. Say it with your chest, catch an L if you're wrong. We agree to it all. We always do. You got to understand what you're in and act accordingly. Yeah. See, this is why I go straight to what is you. Because that's at the center of it. See, I'm not going to agree and disagree with you that you're the center of all of reality. Hell, cool. Even if that means I don't exist, I don't give a fuck. I'd rather go to sleep. You're the center of your own reality. You're the center of all this shit. Okay, cool. What is you? Because see, this is the problem with a lot of people who are teaching right now. Is all they're doing is teaching you about different maps. And once again, like I said, the map don't tell you how you're supposed to navigate the territory. I can give you a map of the whole city of Atlanta. I can even tell you when people are in certain places. I'm gonna tell you when traffic is. I can tell you what streets got construction. I can tell you that shit. That doesn't tell you how to do it. It don't tell you what you're supposed to do when your feet on the ground and you walking through Atlanta, or you in that car, you walking through Atlanta, or you on the bus. See, it don't tell you how you're supposed to live. You on the bus and some nigga over there who smells like piss is yelling and asking for a quarter. That ain't on the map. It's not on the map. But that's the nature of the questions y'all are actually looking for. That's the nature of the shit you're looking for. How do I deal with this nigga who smells like piss who wants a quarter from me? And I'm just trying to get to, where do niggas go? Niggas go to slutty vegan here. Niggas is all vegan here. Out of a dick. Stop. Niggas, so I'm on my way down to slutty vegan, and there's a nigga who smells like piss who wants a quarter from me, and he won't stop yelling. That's not on the map. But that's the part you're interested in learning. That's the part you need to know. The how. But if you don't realize the things you're looking at are a map, and not, see, the map of the tree of life, it's not something to tell you what you're supposed to be doing. Hey man, I can only say what I say. I can only say what I say. It's part of the reason everybody's so confused. And it's part of the reason nobody's right so everybody's right. It's not science. It's cap. The contract is everything. I can't, literally. Because without the contract, you just have nothing. I'm so serious. Be nicer to them. Like what? I'll be kind. I don't want to be nice. How do I get into this boot camp? Oh, damn, there's not a link in the bottom. The same link that takes you where to get the ebook, that same page it takes you to, I have the boot camp stuff on there. You just click, you can sign up, you can register on there. Yeah, really easy to register. If you don't think you're ready for it, okay, cool. I don't know when the fuck you're gonna be ready for it, but hey, it's there. You know where to find me. You always know to find me. That's what I like. So you can come give me the smoke if I need it, bro. Side guy, yo, what's good? Everyone, peace and blessings to everyone in here. Peace and blessings, man, bro. Get that off of my floor. I just cleaned up in here. Don't do that to me. Peace and blessings. How you gonna come in here bringing peace and blessings in here, bro? Chill out. What's going on, son? Good to see you in the chat, bro. Slutty vegan and juicy crab. Ooh, niggas be eating them bugs, them ocean bugs. Big ass ocean bug. I don't care if it's a bug. It tastes good. Okay, I'm put some hot sauce on a roach for you. Y'all niggas is crazy. But put that shit back in the water. Nah, I have an affinity for water bugs, so I don't like to eat them myself, but I understand. I get it. The map is not the territory. You got to figure out your waypoints in the game. Everybody has different play styles. Yeah. See, look, even in the game, when you look at the map ain't the territory. Yes, and see, that's the thing. Motherfuckers have misinterpreted the map and then confused the map with the territory. That's why they make everything mundane. Because that's the only way. Not only do they make everything mundane, they make it all mundane because they think that reducing something to Western science means you've unpacked it or you've decoded it. No. What you've done is you've made Western science your fundamentals.
That's why whenever you reduce it, now you've said, I've unpacked it. Because let's see. Okay, if I thought that the story of Batman was the most fundamental thing, and you could always explain everything with the story of Batman, then I consistently reduce things to the story of Batman. You see, well, look how they have the chakras here. That's really talking about the relationship between Bruce Wayne and what's the butler's name? Jeeves or whatever the fuck this nigga's name is. I don't know. Where your parents at, Batman? Fuck you.
I'm a dick. I'm sorry.
So yeah, it's about them reducing, because Western science does not tell you what a thing is. For the most part, Western science does not do that. You have to go to the philosophers for that. Western science describes behavior of abstract variables. Almost all the symmetries of space-time are abstractions for an idea, so they can describe behavior. And it's not a slight. They'll even tell you this. That's what they're doing. They're describing phenomenal behavior. That's it. Not phenomenal behavior as in good job. Behavior of phenomenon. Excuse me. They're describing. It's a description. And not only that, and this is the key part, most of Western science is a physicalist description. Physicalism, materialism, where everything that exists is some kind of particle or wave. See, this is what I'm saying, bro. This is why they make all this shit mundane, because they don't know how to look outside of their framing of reality, which is Western science, even though they don't want to admit it. No, I don't really believe that. And then once you let go of Western science, you don't always completely let go, because you still hold on to melanin, dark energy, 12 cranial nerves. You'll hold on to little shit like that, but then you'll try and reject the rest of it and say, oh, they're lying to me. Yeah, I know. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. We've talked about bullshit. First episode of the season, we talked about bullshit. It's you're lying to yourself. It's not even that you're lying to yourself. Because something is salient for you, you're no longer concerned about accuracy, because you're measuring accuracy by how salient something is. Why do you measure accuracy by how salient something is? Because you don't know what things mean in the world anymore, aside from what you feel they mean. You have no bearings on how to figure it out. So this resonates. I feel. Strong feeling. Okay, cool. Strong feeling. But this feeling is really, really strong. It's the strongest feeling I ever felt. Okay, cool. It's still a feeling. You're still using your feelings to navigate. I tell you, feeling might give you the direction, but it don't give you the conclusion. And you need both. They complement each other. Reason and logic keeps feeling grounded. And feeling allows reason and logic to understand its limits and boundaries. Okay? Both of which are necessary for both. They feed off each other. They complement each other. But just coming out here and saying, I'm right because my chest is out, got my shirt off, no chest hair, I'm in the sun, melanin, upgrade your shit. Brian, that's not it. Because you could have said the same thing with Jesus. You got to upgrade your spiritual belief in Jesus Christ. And once you do that, all this stuff gonna unlock for you. As a matter of fact, you'll see when the time comes. Don't ask me about the date. Don't ask me about the date. I know I told you last week. I know I told you the week before that. And I know I told you last year. Don't ask me about the date. Don't try me like that. I say don't ask me about the date. Jesus coming back. And see, you're gonna see. You're just gonna see. It's gonna be revealed to you. Those who don't have Jesus in their heart, they're gonna burn in hell. If you ain't upgraded your melanin, you're not going to 5D. If you don't eat your vegetables and your spirulina, the animals won't talk to you and you won't upgrade your Kundalini DNA. Come on, bro. Same difference. Same difference. Same fucking difference. All that changed is what you think and not how. And that's your issue. Because this is about changing how you think and not what you think. I cannot stress this enough, bro. And you think you get it enough to get by. You think you get it enough to get by so that you can afford not to have to invest in yourself to get this done. It's the fact that you don't get it about this is a symptom that you don't get it about a lot of things. And go ahead, try ignorance. But I tell you, yeah, it's blissful, but it's expensive. And so, if you can afford to wait another year to start to figure things out, okay, cool. You tell me how the bill look. Fuck you mean? Ignorance is expensive. Oh shit. Let's see, where am I at? Sure, there are many different. Where is it? Okay. Do you believe in numerology? I guess what you mean by believe in it. Like numerology works the same reason astrology works. Astrology doesn't have to do with the stars. It has to do with the fact that we move in a circle. Astrology combines astronomy and the zodiac, two things that are not the stars. Well, astronomy is the stars. The zodiac is not the stars. It's the circle pattern. So you put those two together, you get astrology. The reason it works is because the circle repeats itself. So the same reason that numerology works is because the numbers repeat themselves. You go from 1 to 9 and it repeats the whole process again. And so what you do in that repeating pattern, you find other patterns that emerge. That's how you read it. You find patterns that emerge in the underlying pattern, which is why astrology does what it does, because you're just taking patterns out of the underlying pattern. Geometry works the same way. So yeah, if you're talking about, do I believe that there are underlying patterns in larger patterns? Yes. I do believe. Can you see them in numerology? Yes, probably so. But to the degree to which you can see what's going to happen, it's vague, I think. And a lot of people, they're not concerned with the details. They're only looking at it to feel good about what they think. So, I mean, it's not that I don't believe, but the devil's in the details, bro. You're saying the map of life is the tree of life. The map of all of reality is the tree of life. That's what the tree of life is mapping out. The elements are mapping out the same thing. The chakras are mapping out the same thing. The zodiac is mapping out the same thing. They're all representations of that which is present. Representations of that which is present. Okay? And so you cannot confuse the map with the territory, because then once you're faced with the territory, you're going to be confused. All right, you see that nigga on Marta, he smelled like piss and he asking you for a quarter, and you sitting there looking at the Google Maps talking about, why is the map telling me what to do about this nigga? The map got all the answers, don't it, man? This map must be shit. No, that's not what the map is for. That's not what the map is for. Most people who are out here teaching this have no idea what they're talking about. And they have no idea because no one's allowed to question them on it. If you do, you're hating. If you do, if this doesn't resonate with you, just go somewhere else. Just go away and feel good, guys. And that's the new science. Spiritual simping shit. Spiritual simping. So if you don't, just go where you resonate, guys. Where it feels the best is where you should be. Fuck you niggas. Fuck you niggas. I can hear the echo from my shit. That's funny. Sure, there are many different perspectives to have about everything, but there will only be a few that mesh with your play style. So find those perspectives and develop them to the fullest. Well, look, hold on, slow down. I appreciate your direction. First thing first, figure out your play style. Because it's easy to assume that you got the play style you'd like to think you have. That's real easy to do. Just like I was talking about with the fear of white people I used to have. It would have been so easy to just accept the things that I wanted to believe that would justify my fear. It's so easy to accept the things that you want to believe that will justify the pride you feel. Okay? First things first, slay everything you can about your own play style. Slay everything you can about your own play style. Don't compare it to someone else and say, hey, mine is a little bit, I don't know, one time. I told my mom, based on something she was telling me, I told her that, she was expressing a lot of greed. And her response was, I'm not greedy. I know people who are much greedier than that. That doesn't mean you're not greedy, though. Okay, even though you guys can find plenty of people whose comprehension of this is shit. That you can laugh, you can look down your nose, but it doesn't mean that yours is good because theirs is shit. All right, this is why I say lean into where you're just like them, where yours is shit too. All right. Get out there, be wrong. Be the nigga who looks like they're dumb. Be the nigga who looks like they don't know what they're talking about, because you know what? You don't. You don't, bruh. Ah, shit. This will give you the best chance of seeing shit for what it is. Just getting into the philosophical area, ontology. What is the thing? What exists? Is once again, to properly see those things, you have to have checked your own play style. Because if your play style is biased, all the shit that come out of it is gonna be biased. So that's why you gotta check it. Leave Ravana Noon alone, nigga. He teaching vampire magic. Road Titan coming back, nigga. Oh my god, boy. Oh my god. This nigga Ravana Noon. He look like he draws his beard on. Y'all ever look at that shit? Look at that shit. Like he draw that shit like with a marker. That's just funny to me. Anyways, yeah, bro. I don't really like the vampire shit. I think it's just spooky human. Like I said before, self-deification is the left-hand path proper. All this other shit is leftish. Okay, go sit in the graveyard. You're gonna tap in. Bro, it's dirt with bodies in it. There's dirt with worm food in it. Man, look, what is you? What do you really believe? Go straight to that. Don't even do all this other little dancing around. I'm gonna feed off of. Chill out, bro. Chill out. Stop. Get off me. Fucking leech. Get the fuck off me. I'm a vampire. You like a fucking leech. Sorry. I'm being a dick. I go through this all day in my head. It's so much more fun by myself. This is the key. Seeing the shit behind shit. Everything has an origin point, and the origin point has the original program. This is what is called enlightenment. Nah, I'm gonna have to stop that one right there. Enlightenment. Look, okay. Let's say you break it down let's break everything down to the origin point, because there's not necessarily a place in there where it's going to cause an infinite regress all the way to the original origin point. Because look, you find one origin point, and the origin point of that origin point is another origin point. And the origin point of that origin point is another origin point. And regresses infinitely all the way back to the original origin point. But if you're going to that level of analysis, it's all like you can make that argument for any and everything. And see, this is that's what I'm saying is not what enlightenment is. Because everything is already doing that. There's nothing that can't do that. Like, the enlightenment is the process. It's characterized by your capacity to notice. That's what changes. That's what rises and grows. Your capacity to notice. The world don't change. Motherfuckers will get out here, oh my God, the symbolism's everywhere. But bro, it was always there. It was always there. What changed was you and your capacity to notice. See, your capacity to notice is the enlightenment process. It's not necessarily getting back to a thing, because it's already there. Now, if you're going to look for the origin points, this is where I would agree with you. If you're going to look to those origin points, you want to be looking at the intention or the desire behind why you've done what you do, why you think what you think. 90% of it could be, it's because so-and-so did da-da-da-da-da. Really, if you look in the book, it's da-da-da-da-da. But then that 10%, or maybe even 1% of that 10%, it's really because I like this idea. I don't really know what else to think. And it's kind of what I heard other people say. Last place I went, niggas, I said that shit, niggas was hot on me. I got some validation. Nobody ever liked me. Nobody ever tell me I'm good. Black sheep! Nah, bro. You have to find your own emotional bitch ass nigga in you. And really put that shit to the side. Not saying get rid of it, because listen to the nigga. Maybe the nigga got a point. You know, but you can't use that same. You gotta be able to. Here it is. You gotta be able to make sure that isn't in the way. And it's easy to say. It's easy to say, nah, none of that shit's in the way of me, man. That's all my own self. Head ass niggas. Hate niggas. It's the devil's in the details. You gotta show your work. Fuck what's true. What can you prove? And not to me, to you. And if you let the rules just be, well, anything I say is automatically proven to me, you missed it. You stripped all the meaning out of what it means to be proved, just so you can wear it as a badge. This is why you don't have meaning in the world around you, because you just strip the meaning of things just so that it's more comfortable for you to wear. And this is part of the reason you're so comfortable in your discomfort and can't recognize the discomfort, because that would compel you to do something different. And what this really is about is continuing to do what you've always wanted to do. Niggas get into this shit and they're like, oh, I can do whatever you can do. I can do whatever I want to do. Hey, man, get over here. You really do whatever you want to do. You could have always done it. Right. You're right. You could have always done what you wanted to do. I mean, keeping aside the fact that, you know, now that you can do anything and everything, well, what do? Let's push that aside, because that's daunting in and of itself. But this is what I would say is more pertinent. Okay, nigga, now you can do whatever you want to do, right? Newsflash. You could have always done what you wanted to do. Now, how about we examine why you didn't? Oh, because so-and-so didn't tell me, and it was a lie. This is they in the Matrix. Victim. Weak victim. Oh, shit. That's my window being open. That's why I hear the echo. Hold on. Sai, can you break down the map and the what's present? Is Kabbalah the map? Kabbalah is a map. A map. The chakras are a map. The zodiac is a map. The elements, either fourfold or fivefold, is a map. The Trinity is a map. Okay? It's not about looking for a map, because once again, this is what I was saying. The map doesn't tell you how to navigate the territory, and that's what you're trying to figure out. Like I said, look, I can look at the whole map of Atlanta. It's gonna tell me how to get the slutty vegan downtown, right? But as I'm doing that, the process, there's a nigga who smells like piss who's yelling and asking me for a quarter, and the map don't tell you how to deal with that. And that's what you're looking how to deal with, because you're faced with it. And you sitting there looking on the map, what does the map say about niggas who smell like pee? Well, if nigga smells like doo-doo, no, he don't smell like doo-doo, he smells like pee. Let me get a different map, because this is a lie. It's all wrong. The map don't tell you how to navigate the territory. All right, and that's the first thing you really got to understand if you're gonna say it's a map, because it's easy to repeat the word I said, but you got to understand that about a map. A map don't tell you how to navigate the territory. All right, because I go over it a little bit in the boot camp, and I've actually been planning on putting it down in a book so it's even more explicit. Bro, they're different maps of the same thing. They're different maps of the same thing. And see, motherfuckers don't really realize it because they're so used to pulling from everything they could find. Like, bro, the chakras. Where did that come from? Who were the people that was made for? The Egyptian god Horus. Who are the people that was made for? You hear this nigga Rashad invoking the Greek pantheon. Who are the people that was made for? See, these religions and these cultures are contextual. This is why you don't have a penguin in the Egyptian pantheon. Not because penguins are divinely incompetent, and it's really that the hawk has something in its feather, and when the particles come together and its DNA hits the sunlight, it activates the hawk kundalini, which is really a whole different type of kundalini. No. Because these people are mapping, the priesthood maps out reality at large so that the people who follow it can fit themselves to the world. See, the reason the world seems so absurd and you don't know how to fit yourself in, it's like, I just don't fit in, I'm the black sheep. The reason everyone's having that feeling is because they no longer have metaphysical presuppositions that fit them to the world. That's the issue. So I don't care which map you take, bro. Like until you say you're gonna do a road trip in Atlanta, and you're like, which map should I buy? And you can get a map of Atlanta. I don't care which map you get. And like, well, this one shows me the Big Chicken. This one shows me Underground Atlanta. This one shows me Buckhead. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you that those things aren't right from this map or that map. What I'm gonna say is, as long as you understand it's a map, you can find your way. But finding your way ain't really the hard thing, because real shit, everybody knows. You're gonna end up where you're supposed to be. Okay, yeah. But it's your allegiance to that process. How much you actually lean into it. I'll tell you right now, a man usually meets his destiny on the road he takes to avoid it. Don't believe me, just watch. Fuck around and find out, bro. I'll tell you what. Facts. I only got a few keystrokes to elaborate my point, Chaos. This is your show. It's your job to elaborate my point, nigga. What's up? Look, if that's my job, I'm gonna do it like this. Y'all niggas don't even have a point. That's usually my argument. It's that, it's a lot of different scattered information glued together with your own emotional investment in being right about it. And that's not a point, it's a mess. That's not a point, it's a mess. And motherfuckers will just say it's science because that feels really intelligent. That feels like I thought about it. But it's not true, it's not the case. It happens to almost everyone I work with. I cannot think of a single person who is already thinking about how they think and not what they think. They're looking for the new what to think to be right, but they don't understand how that shit even works. And then once they find the what, they assume they got the how. I'm telling you, man, there's levels to this shit. There's form and there's manifest form, and form has so much intricacy. The world of archetypes. Okay, that's not even primordial. It's so complex. There's so many layers to this shit, bro. And motherfuckers just quick to go with whatever they feel. That's the bullshit. Let me see if I can turn on my fan. I'm fucking hot. There you go. Alright, what should I do if I'm not fully sure what I want to be and I have so many routes to take? Survey says, fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out. Try some shit. Embrace some shit. But bro, the most important thing to do is question your own understanding. I'm not saying study long all day, because look, study long, study wrong. I'm saying you're going to have to fuck around and find out. Okay? But don't just run with emotions and I want to feel like acknowledge that those things are there. Acknowledge why they want to do that. But don't let them niggas drive. They can look at the map. Okay? They can say, hey, well, the map says this and says this. And you're like, well, nigga, I'm behind the wheel and I see this. So it's not to say, hey, you're wrong, I'm right. You're wrong, I'm right. Y'all sit there and argue about that, the car gonna crash. Integrate the shit. Integrate the shit. Remember, you're looking at a map and not the territory. When you're looking at the tree of life, when you're looking at the chakras, when you're looking at the zodiac, you're looking at a map and not the territory itself. See, I could overlay the zodiac over well, I got a skull candle from Occult Corner Store. Let's say I put a circle here and here's the zodiac and it's really just talking about your skull. Here's some glasses. Here's the zodiac. It's a circle, but if you look at it, it's really going both ways. And so what it's talking about is glasses, and so you need to have glasses. Water bottle. Look at this. The chakras go from the bottom to the top. And I overlaid it on a water bottle. So now I must be talking about a water bottle, right? No. You don't confuse the map with the territory. What's most important about deciphering the maps is the ontology and epistemology. What are the components of the map? And what are the dynamic between them? What is the dynamic between them? You're looking at, I don't care if it's the zodiac, the chakras, the elements, more especially the elements. You look at the components involved and the dynamic in their relationship. How does their dynamic create one thing? How does their dynamic work? How does it interact with itself? Because this is the territory, guys. You got the territory. And you're looking at the map, and the whole map has got all the physical world at the very bottom. The very bottom. And so all this shit you're trying to do in the physical world, even if it's true, none of it leaves that bottom sphere. Let's say the Anunnaki on outside waiting past Jupiter to pull up real quick. Let's say it's right. And they come in to activate the DNA of meat bags on a rock. Cool. Let's say it's real. Let's say that's real. It's still Malkuth. It's still the lowest part of the whole map. And that's the point. It's still the lowest part of the whole fucking map. Most people are just invested in repeating what they've heard. You know, they hear it from enough people. Because no, you hear one person saying, melanin is carbon 666 chaos. Oh, damn, that sounds smooth. Nah. And then you hear two other niggas repeating him saying, you're like, damn, I done heard that 3 times. It must be true. I know, I used to do it too. Don't lie. I knew that was going to be your answer. Look out here, nigga. We need to have a real conversation. Voices, my nigga. How do we speak? I like your delivery. We got a lot to talk about. If you want a personal consultation, I'm a consultant. That's what I do. If you want something where you just get to talk, I mean, I guess you could jump in on one of my Instagram lives or something. I don't know. I don't know what you in the chat right now, bro. What you think we got to talk about? I mean, shit, holla at your boy. You right here doing it. While we doing that, though, I'm going to play another one of these real quick, okay? Because like I say, bro, I go toe-to-toe y'all niggas about the law shit. I don't even play. Like, the law shit and the masculinity shit, bro, I'll hit you with it. Not because I'm the end-all, be-all, but because I can tell you for a fact that shit ain't spiritual. It's not that it don't matter. It's just the shit ain't spiritual, bro. Here. Like, okay. I fuck with this nigga on some of this shit. Here, listen to this shit.
Your whole birth means nothing. You are shit to them. All right? When you come here and that birth certificate is signed, you are officially signed over as property of these draconian reptilians. They then begin to harvest you. So they stuff you. You are cattle, so they feed you food. That's why it's called food, because we are cattle to them. So they feed us and they stuff us like you would do a cow on a farm. But the whole time when you had this cow on this farm, you know that they're raising this cow to kill this cow. So this cow is not aware that it is truly, its true reason is for existence is just for food. All right. And that's the same thing that's been going on with us, your Black and your Latino people all over the planet. We are only a food source for these draconian reptilians. Now the Pleiadians, they not into eating us as much as the draconian reptilian race is. Like the draconian
Here, okay. Because I wanted the first part because this is why I'm so conflicted making this shit. Because he starts out, his footwork ain't perfect when he started talking about the birth certificate stuff. His footwork's not perfect, but it's better than niggas who have nothing. So I can give him a little bit of that. But then he goes off into stuff that he just starts invoking things that you can't prove. You can't prove either way. Like, look, I'll say this. There are, because it's a Gnostic move again. You know, there are really the aliens that really been fucking with everybody. Like niggas don't even get this shit. The aliens that really been fucking with the motherfuckers is the ghost vapor beings of Venus. They're really the ones that's controlling all this other alien stuff. Now you tell me, because remember, fuck what's true. What can you prove? How much of that can you prove more than what I'm saying? And what constitutes proof? No one wants to talk about what constitutes proof. Because what constitutes proof is feeling. You don't have to examine that too much because then you realize it's bullshit. What constitutes proof? Because look, he's not completely wrong about what can be presumed with the inclusion of a birth certificate. Like I said, it's what can you prove? What kind of proof does that mean? What kind of proof does that establish? Because like I say, man, niggas talking about authenticating the birth certificate. What the fuck is the birth certificate? Why would you authenticate that? And I want to be as clear as I can. Okay? Somebody writing things on a piece of paper is not what's keeping you. That's not what's keeping you involved. It's a piece of paper. It's a piece of paper. Yeah, but when they did it, that signed over my soul to the Vatican because they got a claim on the whole planet. What is you? What is you? How are you agreeing to this damn thing? That's the issue. See, where he's agreeing to this is the idea that if somebody puts something on a certificate, it now makes it the real world. No, it's only the real world when you don't have a conception of the world outside of it. See, Dorothy never left Kansas, but because she could no longer conceive herself to still be in Kansas, as she appears to be in The Wizard of Oz, there is no appearance. She's there. Never left Kansas, bitch. But you don't even know how to identify with your world. You don't know how to identify. And see, the bad part is, since 1933, since the 30s, it used to be before then, you couldn't presume all this U.S. citizen stuff. Now you can presume it. Because there's a mountain of evidence. There's a cacophony of evidence to that end. And so it's not about somebody putting something on a certificate. He's correct about the idea of cattle and chattel. He's correct about that. But it's the details of that step that make so much different, because you don't go in there talking about no fucking birth certificate authentication. Anyway, fuck, man. I like how you challenge ideas. This is how you cut through your own bullshit. This is the first step. Exactly. Now, I always tell people, man, once you can see it in yourself, it's easy to see it in other people. Okay? Like, you know, I remember I always tell this story about, fuck, I'm becoming a parent. Oh my God. No, I remember I had to see in somebody else how they would end up doing everything I thought I would have done, even though I like to think what I would have done was this preconceived, logical way of being. Like, no, I watched this motherfucker to do what I would have done point for point for point for point. And I'm like, wow, maybe what I think I do is based on more than just my will and what I really think is going on. That was the first time I really had to question some shit. Like, they're talking about you see yourself in another motherfucker. I'm like, damn, wow, I see you there. What the fuck is that? Oh, a piece of fucking mustache hair. Anyways, yeah, man, stuffed out. What you was gonna talk about, bro? I thought you was gonna put it in the chat, man. Same, my bullshit stays on display. Ooh, you should put it in one of them little glass boxes with the light and the cushion up under it. A little name tag on the outside. Hell yeah. This is my bullshit, guys. Get them, cuz. We gotta start selling that, man. Facts. It's a yes or no with details. The harsh truth. I love it. Hey, man, harsh truth is delicious, bro. Hell yeah. Fuck around with it, man. Fuck around with it. And because, look, bro, you'll find a lot of people are in this for the clout, for the feeling of community that they lost with Christianity. You know, the feeling of being connected to people, being part of something larger than yourself. That's the right-hand path mentality. I'm telling you. And see, once again, it's not because it's wrong or it's bad. I'm trying to point the argument out, the premises of thinking. That desire to be, it's gotta be some part of something bigger than me. And because that's what gives their life meaning. Because like I say, bro, most people aren't interested in metaphysics. Metaphysics is talking about meaning of life. What you're interested in is meaning in life. This is how I can tell you, because I'm interested in meaning of life. This is how I can tell you about the maps. I can tell you what's on the map. I can tell you what the different maps are. You're not interested in that. You're interested in how to use it. That's meaning in life. That's the nigga who smells like piss trying to get that quarter from you. That's in life. And that's what you're interested in. So most of these motherfuckers can't tell you what you're interested in because they're suffering from the same shit. Fuck out of here, man. Killing me, bro. Crazy I-8s. Exactly, the lowest part of the map. I can't get past that part. Oh, you can't get past the lowest part of the map? But once again, I'm not trying to shit on you at all. Yeah, that's the thing about how do you get out of the physical world? How does Dorothy leave the Wizard of Oz? How does she leave the land of Oz? You're never here to begin with. You're trapped in the democracy, U.S. citizen. How do I get back to the Republic? That's what the Constitution was about. How do I get back to the Republic? You never left. You never left. People will say the Republic is a house with no one in it. You never left. What is you? What are you agreeing to? Time, space, place, and plane. What are you agreeing to? How does that thing work? See, I get it. I get it. You know, the idea that it's the capital letters on there, and this is what's doing it. You're distracted by the hand and not what the hand is pointing to. The capital letters are evidence. It's not what makes the thing. What makes it is your agreement. What makes it is your agreement. Why? Because you're the thing in charge. Remember? You're the end-all, be-all, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the highest of the high. I am all these gods, as you niggas love to say. That's why it begins and ends with what you agree. What is you? See, that's what I'm saying, the thinking about your thinking, the details. Because all the rest of this matrix could stop today. But you'd rebuild it with the same bullshit because you're agreeing to it. You don't even know how not to agree to it. You don't even realize the depth to which you agree to it. How about this one? Throw this one out there. I love this. First, middle, and last name. Everybody got a first, middle, and last name, right? You know, having more than one name is criminal. It's criminal on its face. It's deceitful. Why do you think even think there's such a thing as a first, middle, and last name? I remember one time I was in jail in Holder, you know, before they got everybody about to take out to the courtroom, and they put everybody in the holding cell, stuff them in there, and the lawyer comes in, the attorney comes in and he gives a little spiel or whatever. It says, okay, who are you? Get the information, collect the information, people, right? I remember, because I knew they came in there, had a slick suit, haircut, it was a black dude, right? Bro, I walk in there, and he's like, what's your first and last name? And I said, what do you mean? I have a family name and a given name. What are you looking for? He was like, oh no, not this one. And bounced. I was the last person to hit the courtroom, because if I'd have gone in there before anybody else, they'd have thought, you know what? What's that mean? What is that? What's the difference? What's a family name? What's a given name? See, motherfuckers don't even, when I say there's no manhood rights anymore, it goes into this, because this is part of what a man would learn, what the structure of a society is. You ever watch an anime where they'll consistently call the other anime characters by their last name and only their close family calls them by their first name? This first and last name, that gets into multiple names. You have a family name and a name that the family gives you. You have a family name and the name that the family gives you. Those are two different things, and they invoke something completely different. They invoke that republic jurisdiction. They invoke that original jurisdiction. But you don't even bring it up. What do you bring up? First, last, and middle name. Let me guess, nobody told you. Ignorance is no excuse of the law. Oh, Dorothy, nobody told you could go home with them shoes? Bitch, you was wearing them the whole time. You never thought to think about it? Whose fault is that? Let me guess, the Wicked Witch of the West, right? Yeah, dumbasses. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's so you don't even realize the depth to which you are continuing to agree to it. And all you gotta do to start learning it is to suggest that maybe your ass don't get it yet. I know it hurts. Don't tickle. Whatever. Stuffed dog. Well, forget that. Well, forget the talk. Just keep challenging ideas. Hey, man. Look, bro, you know where to find me. Because like I said, I don't just offer consultations. A lot of people offer consultations on the side of whatever else they do. They give you an hour pick my brain session. Nah, bro, I'm a consultant, which means we gonna get into the shit. I don't just give you an hour pick my brain session, bro. We get into the shit. Multiple calls, multiple days, homework, analysis, and actual tools that you can work with to continue to moving forward. Not just repeating to you what Panic told you with my chest out. Fuck out of here, man. Piss me off with that shit. Yeah, man. Bro, you know where to find me, bro. I don't go nowhere else. You can explore the website. I got plenty of video you can look at. You can always give me the smoke about any of that shit. When you ready, holla at your boy. I ain't going nowhere, bro. Saigon, yo, when is the Magic Market? Magic Market, Atlanta, Georgia, is gonna be on July 7th. If you I have the slide, it comes up, you know, every now and then, just to cycle it through there. But yeah, Magic Market, come on out, guys. We're trying to hope to do this. Not trying to hope. We're going to be doing this every month. Okay. We're going to hold some live workshops. We're going to have vendors there with some of the. We're trying to get some of the unique, magic-y occult stuff of the city. Okay. So I mean, we got to go through here, get the right vendors. There's going to be some food. There's going to be some drink. Come through. Enjoy yourself, man. Enjoy yourself. Come. You'll see more about it as time gets closer. Okay. I already have a map. No need for another. Thanks anyway. I'm not offering no nigga a map, bro. I mean, I do have a map I can give you and methodology. Like I said, you don't need me. You don't need me. You either pay for it in money or time, blood, sweat, and tears. And a lot of niggas only choose time, blood, sweat, and tears because they think they're going to get some bitches off that shot. Like, okay, you did it on hard mode. You think the company going to send you a certificate about the game? No. You did it for yourself. Yeah, you do what you want. Because I remember, like I said, I've been in that thing where I was fooling myself that I was doing everything by myself. But then when I realized I'm reading people's books, I'm watching people's videos, I'm not doing this by myself. But I mean, like I said, you know where to find me, bro. I ain't going nowhere. Should die. Oh, smooth. Okay, cool. Hey, okay. Like I said, I agree with bro on this, and I'm not coming at Rashad Jamal. I'm coming at the argument, okay? Here, I want to do one more. And I want to end it on a place where I don't think I disagree with the bro, okay? Yeah, let's hear it out.
Real realities and realms you went to. But they lied and taught you that you were dreaming to keep you trapped in here to think this the only world is real. You go to other worlds, other realms every motherfucking night. Every fucking dream you ever had, that's not a dream. Those are other realities you went to. That's why they seem so real. And then, when you know them dreams, will you still be here? You don't be dreaming. When you do that, you are now astral projecting into the future because what they call time here never existed. And we are ancient beings.
Okay. Look, the idea that the place you are in when you dream is real. It invokes the question of what makes something real. This is my field, metaphysics. Okay, that's ontology. All right, and so I don't disagree with the idea that the places you exist in dreams are not real. I don't agree with that. I think they are very real, all of them. But what is you? What is you? That it's always what it comes to. Like people who've had out-of-body experiences. I was talking to my client last night about this. He had one. He had two actually. Out-of-body experience, psychedelic trips. You know, people come back from those and they say, you know, hey, whatever the fuck that was, it was more real to me than everything else in life. It was more real than what I call real. And see, that's where they start to get the dissonance. And with psychedelics, they have a thing called integration, where a person will go through it, and then they go through this next process of reintegrating themselves back into their old way of life, which I think is bullshit. But to each his own. I think you should be reintegrating yourself to continue what you just experienced. Okay? Like I say all the time, man, human is the lie. Not Homo sapien, not physical life. It's just real. It exists. It's true. It's not what it appears to be. See, people take the word illusion and they repeat panic, hidden culture. It is not hidden culture. It is not hidden culture, and we can debate about it. If you've been in the boot camp, we go through what the word occult means and why I say that's what it means. We go through it. You can look the shit up in multiple places, dude. So it's not just repeating what someone said. This is why, and there's a reason I say illusion means it's not apparent. Not that it means it's not really. I mean, the illusion means, occult means unapparent and not hidden culture. But once again, when anyone can say whatever they want to say and people are above debate, even though it's science, that's what you get. And what those are signs of is nihilistic narcissism. Where you end up in narcissism because of the pressure created by your nihilism. Where you just not only do you strip the meaning out of things, you think that's the move that you're supposed to do. It's just start stripping the meaning out of things and reapplying it to whatever you want. And that's not even a move. Oh my God. But whatever, man. I'm being a dick. No, I'm not being a dick. I am compromised by how much it annoys me to contend with it, because I know there's still enough of me that does it in order for me to be annoyed at all, which makes me even more annoyed. And so you see me triggered. The work ain't being a nigga who's never triggered. I'm some spooky Buddha elevated floating thing. That ain't the work. Bro, that's just spooky Jesus. That's not the work. What is you? What is you? Because there's a lot of folks out here waving the map, telling you this got all the answers. The map don't have the answers. The map don't have the answers. But motherfuckers who don't have the answer and they're invested in feeling like they got it, that's what they're going to do. They're going to tell you, hey, man, they. Like this shit about dreams, man. He's sitting there talking about they told you that it's just a dream. No, okay, cool. All right, check. Okay, they told you all this shit. They lied. They distracted you. They did all that stuff. They're not obligated not to. It is their prerogative to be able to do whatever the fuck they want. Just like you, right? And they chose to distract. But guess what you chose to do? Agree to it. You can't be mad at them. You can't be mad at them. Well, you can, but it's a waste of your time. Oh, you elite. And then what y'all niggas trying to do? You hate on the elite, but then try to make yourself the cosmic elite. It's cognitive dissonance. It's because you're not checking the machinery you use to make sense of the world. And we don't have the intrinsic metaphysical presuppositions that would have been given to us by our cultures and religions. And so you have to build them yourself. But if you don't know how metaphysical presuppositions work, you're going to be faulty, you're going to fail, you're going to be in your own way. You're going to be in your own way more than you've ever been before. But hey, once again, don't believe me, just watch. Fuck around and find out, man. Say what you say, but give me that bomb beat from Dre. And look, that be the thing too, bro. They put a beat on that shit. That's why I ain't put my beats on behind none of this, because some of them already had beats. And I'm just like, okay, let that shit ride. But look, motherfucker put a beat on some shit. It's nice and salient. You hear that? Okay. Okay, this must be the truth. How they do you in church? Get that piano playing. Jesus! And you was in it, boy. Hit that. Okay. Now, I don't really believe this shit, but that music hitting though, bro. Yeah, you can get this $1. It's $1, man. Didn't y'all pass that around already? I don't even remember, bro. Here, take that. See, man, you see, it makes it salient. And you gotta understand how you're the same as everybody around you. Because if you ever hope to be different, it's not just about feeling different. It's about really examining how are you the same and facing that head on. Really examining the parts of you that don't believe none of this. And actually listening to the motherfucker. Actually listening. Instead of just making sure, oh, well, there's a part of me that don't really believe, but I just gotta believe more. That's Jesus again, bro. You did that in church. You want to know? You gotta work through your beliefs. It's not just how confident you are. The devil's in the details. Always been there. My nigga, bro. Niggas who think they know won't ask questions. True like a motherfucker. Exactly, bro. Because look, you think your glass is full. Why would you ask for a refill? Matter of fact, motherfuckers, they like to pretend they don't think that about themselves. And they do the fake, humble virtue signaling thing. Well, you know, I'm just dropping information. I'm the same as everybody else, guys. Oh, we're all equal. The weakest people ever are the ones who insist on equality. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. In the absence of the weak, strength has no value. And so you motherfuckers want to sit here, everybody strong. Well, now strong means nothing. All women are beautiful. Well, now beautiful don't mean anything. You strip what it means out so that you can wear it. And now what does it mean? What you feel. It can all be so simple. It could all be so simple. Praise dance, head ass. That praise dance. Jesus rose. Niggas be hitting that shit now. I ain't gonna lie. That shit be sailing as a motherfucker. Nigga, they had little gloves on. Be more than one of them doing it. They practice the shit. They don't say this. This shit be hitting. I'm not gonna lie. Look, nigga. If nigga this a praise dance to some Bobby Hemming, it's coming. Watch. It's coming. It's coming. Oh no. Your boy Armstrong, he already do it. He'll take anything Bobby say about the dark feminine, he gonna take it and transpose that over black women. Immediately. It's really what it is, y'all. Y'all read about Mary Magdalene? You better let them hoes hoe it up. That's your new wife. You better get a hoe. What, stop, man? Okay, bro. Anyways, it's coming. That's what I would consider praise dancing to this shit. It's virtue signaling, bro. Marvin Sapp is the GOAT. I know that name. Is that your boy Never Would Have Made It? Never would have made it. Never could have made it without you. I love that song, bro. Y'all kill me. I don't care if it's about Jesus. The shit be hidden. Fuck you mean? Yeah, Jesus, dun, Jesus. Something about the name Jesus. Y'all remember that one? Y'all know y'all remember that one, boy. That shit was hidden. I said, once again, it's not about the shit. You gotta run away from a song about Jesus. You motherfuckers have defined so much of what they do by running away from what they don't want to be doing. And that's playing not to lose. You want to play to win. Which means you're going to have to contend with L's. You're going to have to contend with the fact that you look dumb, that you don't know what you're talking about, because those are the precursors to getting the things you say you want. Those are the precursors to getting the thing you say you want. Hey man, look, you look at me with your nose up and your pockets empty, talking about, hey man, look at that. That's $300, man. That's a lot of money. There's no such thing as a lot of money, but there is a lot of concern about an outcome. Like if I said I got a stack of $1 million back here, and anybody who can bring me $300 tomorrow, I'll give you this $5 million. You'd be out there trying to find $300 in one day to give it to me. After you just been like, nah, bro, I really ain't got the money for that. My pockets ain't right. You know, I might have to ask my girl. All that shit you'd have gave me. But if I'd have said I got $500 million right here, and you bring me $300 tomorrow, all this is yours. Boy, you'd have had $300 no problem. If your mama never came in here, gave you a good sob story, told you why she can't do, but they're like, well, you know, baby, you got that thing over there. You give it to them. You wouldn't even worry about all this other stuff. And you know what the thing is? It's priorities. Like I said, you want to change, you got to change. You got to do things that you haven't done before. So you can keep putting that $200, $300 into that 10-piece and that 3-5. I already know, bro. You're going to get the 3-5 and the 10-piece. I already know. And I'm not telling you wrong for doing that. I'm saying you know where that road leads. I'm not saying never go down the road again, but if you're looking for what you're looking for, you gotta at least once, every now and then, not go down the same road. Invest in what you say you really want. And don't wait for the world to force you to do what you say you want to do. You don't get no extra points for doing it yourself. It makes it worse. You end up like this nigga, bruh. And this nigga only has the misfortune of having too much confidence and not enough caution. But you the same nigga. You just had more caution, a little too much caution, a little too much confidence that the place you're in is really in a neutral place. You trying to make yourself neutral in comparison to all of them. But what's not neutral in here? I point to the chest of the physical body intuitively, not because it's something in the body. Because I can't point in the direction with the body that you need to look. Whatever. Fuck me, right? Whatever. Here it is. That's me. I'm your boy today. Fuck you mean? Niggas been identifying with the drama of the strong man, just like I have tendency to identify as personality/body. Yeah. It's the natural default. It's the cultural default. All right? It's the cultural default. And this is why I say you got to examine it, because there's so many other things that come along with it. See, the idea of human invokes that mixing of the body and the personality and it being what you are. Human invokes that. And once again, it's not like just like Christianity. You can't just throw it on the ground, say I'm done with it, and run away. You need to understand the nature of the thing and how you're agreeing to it. Otherwise, you're never going to let it go. You're just going to say you do and get better at feeling like that. Get better at coping with the feeling that maybe you're wrong. Because that's what a lot of you motherfuckers do. You take this and make it a coping mechanism as opposed to actually diving in. But you only need a coping mechanism because you're looking for meaning in life and not meaning of life, which is the metaphysics. You're looking for meaning in life. You want to know how to use the map. You want to know how to use the map as you explore the territory. And just knowing the pieces of the map isn't that. The devil's in the details, guys. Yeah, I've been here 3.5 hours, man. This has been good. Yo, if Rashad Jamal ever watches, bro, I want to know, hey, man, this isn't something personal. This isn't like, Rashad Jamal, you're not a good person, you're a bad person, you're trying to destroy people, trying to hold our right. None of that shit, bro. Like, we don't even have the same metaphysical presuppositions. So it's not an issue of whether or not he's right or wrong. I'm here about the argument, bro. I'm here about the argument. I want to thank you all for allowing me to have my way with your Monday morning. You could have done anything with your Monday. Dry cereal, piece of fruit, a morning jog even. But you chose to tune in. Come to a shitstorm. The shitstorm. Thank you. I appreciate you. All of you who show up, help make this possible. I appreciate your presence. It's not lost on me at all, even if you're Donnie. Okay? Donnie, you're great. Love you too. Dawson, Smooth, Sai, Cast a Spell, Leah, Crazy 8, Hood, God, Misha X, Vera, all y'all niggas, bro. Bottle shot. I appreciate you. Thank you for showing up. Stick around, bro. We're gonna be doing all kind of ridiculous shit coming up, man. I'm trying to get to 52 episodes. Not trying. Shut up. I'm gonna get to 52 episodes. You'll see about me, man. Until then, y'all have a wonderful day.